You are looking live at Ronnie Clark Stadium, or Ronnie Clark Field here at Bobcat Stadium for tonight's contest between the Prairie Grove Tigers and the Berryville Bobcats. I'm Lynn Gregson. I'll be joined momentarily by Ryan Cook. Tonight's contest, a big game for Prairie Grove tonight. Prairie Grove comes in undefeated in the conference. Prairie Grove with a win tonight would clinch the number one seed for the 1-4A. So it's a big game tonight for Prairie Grove. On Berryville's side, Berryville comes into the game. They haven't won a game yet in the conference, but a couple of years ago, we came up here. We had a really strong team, and that night it was a close game up until half, and then the second half, Prairie Grove took charge. But that game that night was a very interesting contest, to say the least, early on. As we look around the league, particularly last week's games, there was some very interesting things in that there was a lot of shutouts. Prairie Grove last week shut out Gentry 42-0. Shiloh Christian shut out Lincoln 40-0, and Pea Ridge beat Berryville 48-0. The only game that had any points, and it was only 3, was Huntsville losing to Gravett 24-3. So in 4 conference games, the losing team got 3 points. So a very interesting night last week in the conference. This week, the game of the week probably in the conference is over in Gravett tonight. Gravett and Shiloh meet tonight for, really, they're playing for second place, assuming Prairie Grove can come out of here tonight with a victory. If Gravett were to win that game, Gravett would secure the second seed. If Shiloh wins, Shiloh would still have to beat Pea Ridge the next week. If Pea Ridge won that game, we'd have a 3-way tie for second, and to be honest, I don't know how the tiebreakers would work out. As you look at the stadium, it's senior night here for Berryville, and various seniors and various extracurricular activities are making their way out. Cheerleaders, band members, and football players as they come out. We have a light drizzle tonight. It's coming down. Well, I shouldn't say it's raining, and that could play a factor in tonight's game. With a run team like Prairie Grove has, that really kind of plays us. We don't have to put the ball in the air a lot. So the rain, while it can affect the game, we may see some fumbles. Our offense tends to be able to run well in that. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back to talk a little bit more around the league and tonight's game.
Love God, love others, serve others. The simple motto of Prairie Grove Christian Church. Whether supporting missionaries in Japan, in Africa, doing mission work in Cambodia and Haiti, or building homes in Texas, or fun for the entire family with Upward Basketball and Cheerleading, you'll find our members seeking to show love for God through love for our neighbors. If you are looking for a church home, we invite you to experience PGCC firsthand. We have convenient service times on Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., and we have exciting ministries for your children and teens. Prairie Grove Christian Church, serving Western Washington County and beyond. Love God, love others, serve others. Prairie Grove Christian Church.
Zing. Is it the work of a rocket scientist from NASA? Is it artificial intelligence from a distant planet? Zing is the new internet broadband service from PG Telco with speeds up to 50 megabits per second. No data caps and an online security feature that makes daily digital activity safe and reliable. Your internet used to be high speed. Now it's more like intergalactic. Zing delivers the experience of digital connections in remarkable ways, and it's ready to help you in takeoff. All you got to do is call PG Telco 846-7200. That's 846-7200.
The sky's the limit with MyBlue checking from Arvest Bank. With MyBlue, you'll sleep better at night knowing your checking account helps safeguard you and your family against identity theft, covering all types of identity fraud events, financial or otherwise, anywhere in the world. You'll be able to deposit a check to MyBlue just by using your smartphone, and you'll have the freedom of more branches and more hours. Have higher expectations about banking? Make the switch to MyBlue checking, only from Arvest Bank.
For over 100 years, the Luganbuehl name has served the area of Prairie Grove with honor and integrity in a family's most dire time. 4 generations of excellence in service. All aspects of caring for your loved one are handled with tender care, as well as with the honor and dignity they deserve. The type of service, the monument, every single aspect is handled with that special Luganbuehl care, including the opportunity to work with them on pre-planning. If you have any questions, please call 846-2141. That's 846-2141. Lloyd Wayne Luganbuehl. Stacy Luganbuehl, J.C. Dobbs stand ready to continue that Luganbuehl tradition. For more information, they invite you to visit their website, luganbuehl.com. Everett Chevrolet, proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, is also home to the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size truck on the road, the Chevy Silverado. And at Everett, they don't just have 1 or 2. They have over 100 on the lot, every option, every color, so go pick yours out today. And at Everett Chevrolet, they're backed by a super service and parts department, champions in their own right. Everett Chevrolet, family-owned, customer-friendly, I-49 at Elm Springs Road. Everett Chevrolet says, go Tigers! PG Telco is the proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the very latest of what's going on with all the sports teams right here in Prairie Grove. But PG Telco is more, a lot more. They offer phone, internet, long-distance services, and bundles, making it all affordable. And that includes DirecTV. For your home or office, staying connected to the fast-paced world is as easy as calling PG Telco. Call 846-7200. That's 846-7200. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress.
Okay, we're back with you, and as we get ready, looks like the senior night is now complete. The players are making their way back into the locker room. Again, tonight, I want to recognize our East Lab students on camera. Right now we have Sean Oakes, and also we have Zach Winters with us. And we have Ben Ledbetter and, of course, Alex Nacho Henry, along with Miles Eubanks, who's overseeing our IT and all the various equipment we have tonight. Ben Lowe, my fault. I'm sorry. Ben Lowe is here tonight. The national anthem now playing. Again, we don't have our outside. We're in, actually our facility tonight. We're inside, so we don't have our camera outside or our boom microphone. So sorry you weren't able to hear the national anthem there. But again tonight.
Zing. Is it the work of a rocket scientist from NASA? Is it artificial intelligence from a distant planet? Zing is the new internet broadband service from PG Telco with speeds up to 50 megabits per second. No data caps and an online security feature that makes daily digital activity safe and reliable. Your internet used to be high speed. Now it's more like intergalactic. Zing delivers the experience of digital connections in remarkable ways, and it's ready to help you in takeoff. All you got to do is call PG Telco 846-7200. That's 846-7200.
Okay, the Tigers are making their way to the field as we're about 3.5 minutes from kickoff. tonight, if you're watching, you can go to pgtigersonline.com and go to the event chat. We've got our chat back working. I know that Merlin and Patsy Elder, you guys, if you're watching, you like to use that a lot. We've got that going back again. And tonight, it's a little different. We had to update the event chat, and the chat actually works this way. You'll put in your whatever you want to say, and then you'll have a math problem. It'll be simple. 1 + 4 equals, and then you'll put that in, and then hit shout, and your whatever you're wanting to post on the event chat will show up. And so anyway, go to the event chat and let us know where you're watching from tonight and who you are. We'll give you a shout out. And speaking of shout outs, I want to give a shout out tonight to Matthew Galden. Matthew, who hurt his collarbone, dislocated it, I believe is what happened, and he is at home tonight watching. And I've just been joined by Ryan. And Ryan, the thing that's interesting about that, or not interesting, but really almost sad, is that you know how they had the program at the beginning of the year. He said his favorite place to play was Berryville. Oh. and I'll tell you, I remember several years ago I was here with his dad. We came to a junior high game. Now, gosh, it's probably been close to 10 years ago. Not quite 10, but close to it. And we came up here, and it was absolutely pouring. We were on the far side. And as I drove up tonight and saw the rain and thought of Matthew, I was having those thoughts of that night. And we wish Matthew a speedy recovery. We know he's going to be watching tonight. And, Matthew, we hope you're able to get healed very quickly. Well, Ryan, we were talking before. There was a lot of different activities, so we went silent a couple times. They were having various things going on, so we tried to be respectful to what was going on in the background. That's why it went silent. But, Ryan, looking at tonight's game, you come in and the assumption is, hey, Prairie Grove's undefeated, Berryville hadn't won a game, it should be a blowout. But that's not the way this was. I was mentioning earlier on the air that just a few years ago we came up here with a very powerful team. It was 7-0 at halftime, and a very similar situation. And then Prairie Grove turned it on in the second half. But you know, in a rainy night, a lot of things can happen.
That's right. Ball can, a lot of it is mistakes. Very easy to lose the ball. Maybe a little bit harder to get some of your passes on. You get it a little bit more one-dimensional. So, that's the one thing that can always bite you. And both teams will be prone to that.
Well, coming out now as captain tonight for Prairie Grove.
That's my boy right there, 77.
That's number 77, Andrew Carrillo. He's out there for Gravett, number
Berryville.
Did I say Gravett?
Yeah.
I got Gravett and Shiloh on my mind for Berryville.
Number 82.
Number 82 is Johnny Arnold, and also number 73, that is Garrett Record. And so they're out there. We'll watch there and see who's going to win the toss and who's going to get the ball first. Ryan, you and I have talked about this a few times. When we're at this part, it looks like that Berryville won the toss. And it looks like they're going to receive, and Prairie Grove will be kicking off to start the game. But you and I have talked about it. We went through the gauntlet of our season earlier, and as we come down the stretch, the thing I want to see from Prairie Grove is solid execution, low mistakes or no mistakes. No penalties, no turnovers. That's what you want to see. You want to stay sharp.
You do. And it's like on one hand, it's like, man, if we really need the guys to play more than a half and get, not get out of practice, not get out of conditioning. I know they're conditioning in practice a little bit harder than they normally would during the season right now, just to stay up to where they need to be, because guys are going to be getting about a half a game. But like you said, you don't want to see that lack of execution either. You want to see solid execution so that we stay sharp and that we don't open up flat in the first round of playoffs and you had a home game, but it was tough and you don't come out with the victory. So definitely want to stay sharp and take care of business.
Well, here come the Tigers out onto the field, and looking at our event chat page already, we've got some folks, Merlin and Patsy Elder. They're back. They were wanting it back. It's back up. They're watching tonight from Wichita, rooting for the Tigers. Merlin, I think, says finally feels like football weather. He's involved in the game for many, many years. Also watching tonight from home, Coach Abster's wife, Kay Abster. Kay, we welcome you. The Burtons watching also from Prairie Grove, go number 28, and the Sorters are watching from ACH in Little Rock, and we welcome them as well. And Jaron, wishing you all the best tonight. Well, let's see who we got kicking there.
Which kicker? We've got
it's
85. It's going to be Evan Harger.
Harger, right?
That's a funny G, they told me.
Yeah. Well, Harger's going to kick for the Tigers. And
you can see the rain coming down in the lights.
Yeah, you can. And
nice little drizzle
here. It's a nice kick. It's going to be fielded right at about the 13-yard, a little slip there. And he gets it out to about the 25, met by several of the Tigers. Wow. Man, several of the Tigers there to make the tackle.
You know, the slipperiness is going to be an advantage to the defense a little bit because offensively you're trying to cut, you're trying to make moves. Most of the defense is like, hey, we got 5 or 6, we're coming straight at you. So it's going to be advantage defense on that.
Well, Zeke Laird was the leading tackler there for Prairie Grove, and the return man for the Berryville Bobcats was number 24, Ethan King. So Berryville will start first down and 10 with the ball at the 24-yard line.
Looks like number 9 under center there for Berryville. They're going to hand off up the middle to the fullback.
Going nowhere.
And first guy on his feet is Dakota Hutchinson, number 52.
And they get maybe a yard on the play. No, not much there as they try to go up the middle. I'm looking at the Berryville roster here, and I don't have a number 9 on there. So
check that first page. Well, no, it's not on there.
Yeah, I'm going to go down and ask the Berryville guys. You got to have your quarterback on the roster. So right now 9 is the quarterback, and we'll get his name here momentarily. Second down and 9 for Berryville. Ball at their own 25-yard line. They have 2 receivers here to the near side. And here is another give just off a tackle. He's met. That's Zeke Laird, and Zeke gets him first. Wow, he kind of powered his way up a little bit. Gets closer to the 30-yard line. That's going to be third down and manageable for the Bobcats.
Good job by Zeke getting in the backfield and getting a hold of him that time. Got him a little high, so that allowed him to pick up that extra yardage until the cavalry could come in. You know, he's got to attack the hips a little bit better there. But good job getting back in the backfield.
Well, we've called Zeke's name already a couple times tonight in there on the tackle. Playing in place of Galda tonight looks like Anthony Johnson playing safety for the Tigers. It's going to be third down and it's third and a long 5 for Berryville.
Number 9 is Brian King. Oh,
there's some movement. There's some movement there. I look like number 66 may have moved. That's Dayton Williams. And
yeah, the fullback got a little frisky that time too.
You said the quarterback's name is Brian King?
Brian King is what I just heard from the PA guys down here. You know, we talk about Anthony a lot, you know, on kickoffs and special teams, and we keep saying it's great seeing these sophomores because there's going to come a time when we need them for a play or two or for a series or now to start a game and be ready, up to speed with the high school game and the calls and everything. You know, that's kind of like the quarterback of the defense back there. You know, at your safety positions, which, you know, I think Laird actually takes a lot of the responsibilities at that run-stop safety. But still, you need a guy who's ready to play back there. And as a sophomore, you hope he's ready.
Well, King comes back under center. It's now third down and 10 for Berryville. He's going to roll to his right. He's got a little time. He's hit as he releases it. Wow. I believe
Cody Hoskins,
that was also
Walker and Hutchinson and Stone all right there in hot pursuit. And Walker ends not Walker. Who did I say first? Hoskins ends up getting to him. There's 4 of them there. And
yeah, Cole got him. Which one actually hit him? I thought it was Cole, but maybe it was it was Hoskins. Now back deep. Looks like that's going to be Isaac Disney. Sir Isaac has had some great returns this year. Now punting.
Short field here. I mean, he's standing at the 50.
And it's a low kick if he can field this thing.
Take it and go, buddy.
There he goes. He gets on the run. There's Isaac Disney. Sir Isaac at the 40 makes another move. Isaac Disney. Look at Isaac. He's inside the 30. Here's the tough thing about that. They punted, you know, essentially they were at their 24-yard line, and we returned that to the 29. So a net of 5 yards. That hurts because you can't go for it, you know, at your own 24. But, man, when you punt it and you essentially give the opposing team that kind of field position, just makes tough. But if you kick it to Isaac, he's going to get you some field position.
Maybe we should call Pulaski and see what the odds are on that because, you know, usually if they're outside of their own 20, they're probably going for it. The theory there is just that you're never going to be able to get to change the field enough for them not to end up scoring on a short field anyways, so you might as well go for it.
There's Blake Falk. Blake with the stiff arm. Blake, and he's going to be dragged down just inside the 20. He's tackled a little like King, the quarterback playing defense, may have got him, and also helping him out, number 8, Jacob Graham. So both of them in there, but not before big Blake Falk picks up a first down. Again, go to the event chat if you're watching. Let us know where you're watching from. A little different. We've got a new one to try to knock out some of the the spam that was coming through on there. So we've got some others. I'll go to that in just a moment. Here is Sam Mayday Dodd. He's back to pass throws. Big Sainer. Little high. Sainer almost got it. He was hit there by number 24, Ethan King.
Good job by number 24 going low. I mean, that's the thing. The reason he was able to stop that is he took out the guy's base. He takes out his feet. He's not able to make that second play on the ball. He hits high. He bounces off. 24 is not a big guy whatsoever. I mean, you're talking he's going up against Dylan, and he was 5'8" and 155 pounds.
Yeah. He cut him down almost like a tree got underneath him that time. 2nd down and 10, and now right up the middle is Reed Orr. He's going to only pick up a couple of yards. Berryville, even though they haven't won a conference game, they've got some decent size there on the defensive line.
They do. The line's pretty good size. 66, he's going to come in at about 280 pounds. 77, 330 pounds. They got another 300-pounder. So, I mean, they have a very large defensive line.
Well, I was walking underneath the stadium. They were lining up, but before game started, they were lining up for senior night.
Right.
And I was standing, and I'm like, gosh, these guys are big. And I'm like, how are they not winning some games? They got some decent size. It's 3rd down and 9 for Prairie Grove. They're inside the 20. And there is Blake Falk. He's going to power his way down to about the 14-yard. Well, he's going to mark it right at the 15. So it's going to be 4th down and a long 5 for Prairie Grove.
Blake saw something there. He shortened up that sweep quite a bit. He loves the cutback, but that was a really short cutback. He almost put that in about the 3 hole, whereas normally you're trying to head outside of the tight end, and maybe if you're cutting it short, right there where the tight end's at on the line of scrimmage. So maybe he saw something.
4th and 5. Let's see what they come back with. I bet they come back with a wing-back reverse. That's what I'm going to predict.
That's what I would call.
And no, they're going to go right up the middle with Reed, or he's going to get inside the 10. He's going to have the first down. They're going to spot that around the 9, and looking at where the yard marker is, it's right at the 10. They're already waving it on, so now it's 1st and goal for Prairie Grove.
What do we know, huh? What do we know? We thought we knew what was going on around here. Coach Absher does like that wing-back reverse right there on a 3rd and long or a 4th down.
Yeah, I thought we might see it, especially with Saul in there. Ha-Hub and Ka-Hub watching from Fayetteville. They come on here all the time. I got to find out who that is. You guys need to let me know who you are. They watch from Fayetteville often, and they'll come on the event chat and let us know. Here is 1st and goal for Prairie Grove. There's Mayday. Mayday keeps it. Sam Dodd going for the corner. He's going to be hit. Oh, we're going to have a flag. I think that's going to be a block in the back, or maybe a hold. But
looks like Hutch just kind of giving that. Oh, darn it!
Yeah. But if it's a spot foul, it'll be at the end of the run because I think he was in front of the play.
Yeah, definitely. So you're almost just back, maybe a yard or 2 with the same down. They could end up, I think that's what it would be.
Yeah, it's a block in the back, and they're going to mark it from the 3, so that'll pack it up to the 13. So it'll still be 1st down and goal, but it'll be the 13 instead of the 9. So
not a terrible penalty there. I mean, you hate it, but not a backbreaker, not a drive staller.
Well, that rain's coming. Seems like it's coming down a little harder now than it was.
Maybe when we're not in the middle of a game, we can pan to the lights and see the actual rain coming down like an NFL crew here.
Sean Oakes running our camera tonight. Appreciate him, and give a shout now. Here's Sam Mayday Dodd. He's looking. He's got Saul Walker. Oh! Wow. Wow, there's a flag. The flag was thrown before the hit, so it may have been up there at the line of scrimmage again. I'm not sure.
Well, I think actually he was kind of holding him. I think he was beat, and so the guy kind of grabbed a hold. Because Saul was already throwing his hand up after he got hit, not because of pass interference when the ball was in the air there. I think it was before being held.
Yeah, it looks like the hold this time is defensive holding. That's going to be a half a distance penalty down to the 6. So after 2 plays, we've gained 3 yards. We lost some on a penalty and gained some back, so now 1st and goal from the 6. You know, when you're a running team like Prairie Grove, you're at the 6. To me, this is when you just line up and do your thing. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You run, I'd see Falk and Reed. With 4 plays, you can't get the 6 yards with those 2 bruisers. We don't deserve to get in the end zone.
We're in trouble.
And here is
It
the
is
gift
gonna
of
be a
Big
sweep.
Falk. Give him 6, Blake Falk. Give him 6, and the Tigers are up 6-0. And no flags this time.
We did that one legitimately.
So Blake Falk goes around the left side. He's in the end zone, and the Tigers now up 6-0. And let's see, they're going to kick.
Zeke is the
Holder.
And
it
looks like number. That's Fiddler. Clay Fiddler is going to be the kicker this time, number 26. You know, he did start out with the first kick last week, too, and was unable to convert on the first one, so then Harger got the next.
And this time, that looks good.
It looks good.
And a nice kick that time by Clay Fiddler goes through. And with 7:27 to go here in the first quarter, Prairie Grove leads 7-0. Another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco. We'll be back after this.
Zing. Is it the work of a rocket scientist from NASA? Is it artificial intelligence from a distant planet? Zing is the new internet broadband service from PG Telco with speeds up to 50 megabits per second. No data caps and an online security feature that makes daily digital activity safe and reliable. Your internet used to be high speed. Now it's more like intergalactic. Zing delivers the experience of digital connections in remarkable ways, and it's ready to help you.
Okay, we're back as Evan Harger prepares to kick. Got a good kick last time. They fielded it around the 13. This time, this one's going to be a little shorter. It's going to be fielded drop right about the 20. And I believe that's 24 again. He's got a little room this time, and he's going to get out to the 35. You got binoculars now.
Yeah, number
Ryan.
7, Saul Walker, was one of the main guys in on that one. There was more than one, but that's the one I really saw.
Looked like Anthony Johnson also helping out, which is not unusual to see him down there on that kickoff.
A name to be expected on special teams, and now on defense.
Well, usually have Johnson and Burton on that kickoff. We call those guys layered. Those are some guys. Well, they're going to get pretty good field position with the ball starting at the 36 as King comes under center. And here is a
they're
sweep.
They're going to slowly give to the halfback there on a sweep.
Wow. And
Cody Hoskins right there, and then Cole McClellan to finish it off.
That was number 8. That is Jacob Graham on the carry. He's going to lose 4 yards, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 14.
Great job right there.
Yeah, it really was. Approaching the 7-minute mark here of the first quarter, Tigers up 7-0.
Really slow to develop on that play. That play, it almost looked like the quarterback didn't know if he wanted to give it or not, or if he was supposed to, and the running back kind of stalled. It was real slow.
Yeah, it's a good observation because it almost looked like they were going to do a pass. It was so slow, that they were going to do a halfback pass. 2nd down and 14. Berryville with the ball at their own 32. This time he fakes it. He looks up, throws quick over the intended receiver. That's Johnson on the coverage.
Number 82 for Berryville was the intended receiver.
Johnny,
that's a tight end.
That's Johnny Arnold. And so now 3rd down and 14.
Something else I noticed, and I don't know if this is something they do every week or if it's just because the ground's wet, but the backs in the backfields don't even put their hands down. But, they're in a 2-point stance instead of a 3-point stance. I wonder if that's a wet ground thing or if that's actually the way they normally run their offense. Didn't watch any film this week, so I can't say anything. Had a busy week with the Pee Wee basketball, so no time for football this week. Here we go with the tight end and wingback on the far side.
A quick pass, overthrown. Then that is Disney. Give him 6. So Isaac Disney in Disneyland again.
They saw the jersey pull, so we're going to get a holding right there at about the 15.
You didn't need it.
Didn't need it. We've got enough speed. He's got the speed. Don't hold. I saw it pretty clearly. You could see the jersey tug.
You didn't need to do that. Not with Disney. He would have found his way in. So Sir Isaac's going to have that. He had an interception return. Was it last week?
Yeah, I don't remember. I think so. It's starting to run together. We're starting to get some more games here. So I'm like, well, I know he has at least 1 or 2 of those. He's got some punt returns.
Well, they're going to wave that touchdown off, and it's going to go from the 15. It'll go back to the 25. So Prairie Grove will start this time Again, great field position. Started their first drive at the 29. They're going to start this 25. You're going to look at the stats of this game, and Prairie Grove may have 100 yards of offense, but they're starting. That's because they're starting in such great field position. They're going to. Well, I'll say this. I said the 25 is going to start at the 26. Looks like they got Zeke for that hold that time. That's not a penalty you'd usually see Zeke make.
And the one that I saw looked like the center, but it was hard to tell. I couldn't get a number. I know our guard and center both have a similar number, so we don't want to see that replay, but Disney may want to. He may have a few words with somebody.
And now Prairie Grove with a full house backfield, and it's a straight drop, quick
this is
drop.
Normally how we run the dump, and they actually tackled Dylan at the line. They grabbed his feet. One guy grabbed his feet, and the other guy tackled him from the top. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that's normally our dump. When our guys dive to the knees like that, we're looking for Dylan. Dylan never got off the line.
On the coverage that time was Che Myers. He knocked it away. And
is that legal? Can you tackle? Sideline warning.
Sideline warning. I didn't see who the intended receiver was on that particular play.
That would have been our wingback on that one. He was on the right side, and he just ran a little go also.
Was it Heltemus?
Should have been Heltemus or Saul Walker. I couldn't.
It wasn't Walker.
Okay. I was focused on Dylan getting tackled. I mean, so a guy had him by the ankles, and another guy grabbed his top and brought him down like a tree.
Second down.
Timber.
Second down and 10 for Prairie Grove, and now another drop back pass. There is Sam Malone.
That ball,
Sam Dodd.
That ball is wet.
That time it was Saul Walker.
Third down and 10. You know, a couple passes here, we get behind the chains, and that does make it tough. You'd like to see us run it and score, but I think here again we're practicing on something maybe we don't get enough.
Yeah, I think that's
practice that.
I think that's exactly what we're doing. Is Mayday Dodd has had two passes. You know, he's had a couple of them drop. This time, Sam is going to give, and it's a wingback reverse to Saul Walker. Walker's got a lot of room. Saul
right behind Dylan right there.
He's going to go
Good
down
job.
close to the 6-yard line. He's tackled by number 4 again. That's Che Myers.
Dylan's standing looking for someone to hit that was so open. Dylan came through the hole and just, hey, where's somebody with a purple jersey on? I'd love to block. He finally gets someone about the 5. Oh, well. Good job there, Saul. Saul's running a lot better lately. You know, I kind of gave him a hard time there for running high at the beginning of the year. He's really got his shoulders down. He's running a lot harder right now.
Well, we're just under 6 minutes, halfway through the first quarter. Prairie Grove up 7-0 and knocking on the door again. They're just, let's call it the 7-yard line. Sam Mayday Dodd under center.
We're going to be in our 4 set right here.
He's going to give to.
It's going to be the Reed.
And
are
they
going
to
with Reed Orr? I think they're going to call him down on the
yeah,
one. I think his knee.
Yeah, I think it's the right call. It looked like he hit just before the goal line, so it's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 1. Reed Orr on that carry.
Blake's looking a little gimpy there.
And, you know,
he's the lead blocker on that play, so, you know, may have taken a good lick or given a good lick right there and maybe get a stinger.
Well, we want to be real careful. You know, as we talked about, we want to execute well, no turnovers,
right.
Low penalties.
Nobody gets hurt.
And nobody gets hurt. Not this time of the year. I mean, especially, you know, we've already lost the safety for a few weeks and possibly longer.
All right, here we go with a split to both sides. We're going to give again up the middle to Reed.
Boy, they are in there. Look, number 71 broke through there, and we don't have a number on him. I mean, we don't have a name on him either. But 71 did a nice job.
You have 71, 73, 66. Those are all large guys.
Dayton Williams and Garrett Record were those two, and one of them's Dayton is at 280, Garrett's at 300, and the other 71's probably in that neighborhood too. I'm telling you, with that size, I do not see how they're not winning some games. They've got some good size there.
Well, I think, you know, a lot of it too is going to be, you know, if you don't have any speed on the outsides, teams are just going to go around you.
There is Heltemus, and he's hitting the backfield, and they're going to back it up to the 7-yard line. Well, let's see where they're going to spot him.
Bring up a 4th down here, 4th down and goal.
If this line judge is the guy, they're going to spot him right at the 5. I guess that was the initial forward progress, but wow.
And maybe that's why we're throwing a little bit here. We're struggling with our blocking on the inside, so we'll toss it around a little bit.
Well, it's 4th down and goal.
You watch right here, see if they try to do a little press coverage on Dylan right off the line, or And this is why you spread Dylan out. If you put him on the line, they're going to do the same where they put 1 or 2 guys on him and get his ankle. So we're going to split Dylan out. We're going to have trips to the right side. So this is kind of your jump ball to Dylan in the corner.
My gosh, he's against the guy. The guy's holding him, and Dylan Sainer, give him 6. Big Sainer brings it down, and the Prairie Grove Tigers now up 13-0. I mean, he's got the guy by a foot almost. Let's see. I'm going to look that number 8. That was Jacob Graham. It says Graham was 5'11".
That's a little gracious. Then again, against Dylan, he does look a lot shorter.
But when you saw it line up, you're like, you got to go there, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes
wide side of the field, everything.
And now that's Fiddler in there again to try the extra point. Zeke Lair on the hole. Let's see if we can execute this well again. There's going to be a flag. Oh, wow. Someone hit hard. That was Dylan they hit, someone coming through there.
I think they've kind of targeted there a little bit because they held him pretty bad on one play. I want to say Dylan kind of gave a thumbs up on that last touchdown to the Berryville bench, too.
So they're going to call that penalty.
We're going to still kick it.
I'm glad we are.
Let's try it.
This will make it a...
I mean, we did make a field goal last week. First one I've seen since Landon Allen. So
wasn't that like... Do you see how the kick was so dang high last week? Here's the kick by Fiddler. That looks...
That's good.
Good! And with 3:34 to go... Prairie Grove up 14-0. Let's watch the replay. Now look, here it is. The ball's coming there. Sainer has to go up high, gets it, catches at the highest point, brings it down, and that's what you want to do, Ryan.
That's exactly what you want.
Whenever you have the tall guy, you want him to catch it at the high point. He did. Can we run that one more time, Nacho? Here goes now. Here, look at that, Ryan. Look where he goes up. He's got and the guy's holding him half the time, and he brings it down and brings it in. Another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco. So Tigers now up 14-0.
That's why you take him down at the line.
Yeah, and there's been times this year that I think we have maybe not even gone to Dylan enough in those situations. Right. I mean, you've got this weapon. And we've used him plenty, but he gets another touchdown, and the Tigers now up 14-0.
I think it's one of those deals you'll see more and more towards the playoffs, just, getting the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Harger, this time a high kick, again, going to be fielded right around the 15.
Good high
by
kick
Myers.
Johnson.
Oh, he missed.
We had a couple guys getting back there and getting hands on him. Looked like Weston Smith had an arm tackle. Johnson had an arm tackle.
And finally brought down by McClellan. Again, another guy we call often. McClellan leading the team in tackles, according to our stats so far this year.
I don't think that would surprise many of our viewers.
No.
That guy is constantly around the ball.
We remind you, if you're watching, to go to the vent chat. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what you think about the game so far tonight.
Berryville's going to split out twins to both sides, single back in the backfield.
And another movement they're going to get. That's number 66. That's Williams, and he's going to jump and going to back. They really don't need those kind of penalties, Berryville.
No. Well, they've had trouble getting a drive going, and so here you go from the beginning.
Look at the rain now. You can see it. He had it in the lights there. You can see the rain's coming down pretty good. It's 14-0. Seems like Berryville just seems like a place that rains when we come up.
I heard someone saying, last time we were here it rained pretty good. Then I get up here and you're telling about how bad it was raining with you and Mr. Galton. So, yeah.
And now they're just going to give up the middle. It's a nice hole. Zeke Lair's going to make the tackle, and he slings him down. But it's about a 10-yard gain that time. That's number 34. That is Charlie Archer for Berryville. That was a good executed play that time by the Bobcats.
Yeah, Cole McClellan's going to get a little piece of him there at the end, try to help bring him down. Again, Zeke a little high on some of his tackles. That's something I've been noticing.
Look at that, Ryan. I mean, they picked up about 11 yards. It's 2nd down and 4. It was 1st and 15, now 2nd and 4.
They're going to be in our base set. Notice no one with their hands in the ground there
Here
in the
comes
backfield.
Zeke.
And that's going to be like a trap right there, but it's going to be blown up.
Zeke came in later. I'm trying to see who that is on the bottom. I believe that was Hutch.
Dakota.
So Dakota Hutchinson gets it in, and
Reed was back there too. You love seeing that.
And McClellan. So
it's kind of hard to run our offense against us. We've seen it so much. They line up just like us and try to run a trap right there, and we blow it up.
Did get about a yard. It's going to be 3rd, and that's a long 2 to go. So
here they go, splitting everybody back out again.
Boy, they ran this. If they go up the middle, this is what they went up the middle last time they got in this set. Let's see if they try it again. King, he's going to give. It's a busted
we
play.
got a guy there.
Wow.
Cole Walker was right there on the fullback, and then Cole McClellan right there on the quarterback.
So they catch him. They're going to. Boy,
they had a good little drive going there too.
You know, whenever
for them, they made positive yards.
Well, when you hand the ball off and you got one guy already tackling the running back, and you got somebody already tackling the quarterback, it's hard to get many yards out of that. Now
that's just the way Laird drew it up in the huddle. I promise.
And that looks like King. And let's see, Disney's back again, and King's going to punt. It's 4th down and 6 after the loss there. Good snap and a quick kick.
A lot of height on that one. Not a ton of distance, but a lot of height.
And this time Disney just has to let it bounce, and Prairie Grove will have their worst starting field position of the night at their own 32.
It's all right. That just gives us more room to run.
Well, like I said, our first drive was from the 29, the second one from the 25, and Prairie Grove converts both of those into touchdown. It's 14-0.
All right, running the play is Clay Fiddler.
So, well, let's see. They end up looks like they spotted at the 33. I'm sorry, Ryan.
West is going to be snapping.
In motion comes Saul Walker. And now straight drop back by Sam Dodd. He's going
deep. Blake. Right through his hands. There was a guy kind of jumping up. It's kind of hard to see, but it went right through his hands.
They were holding Dillon. They're going to catch that. I don't know if it would be pass interference or holding, but they're going to get a penalty.
But, in high school, if you're beat, that's the smartest play. That's the smartest play right there. I mean, I know you hate to see it, but I'd much rather give up 15 yards and a first down than 30 yards or maybe a touchdown.
Yeah, Blake, that one just went right through his arms.
There was a guy in front maybe blocked his view, but it ended up finishing between his arms.
Yeah, holding. That's not, we've talked about it. It's not the first time. That's a 10-yard step off, and
if you're going to keep doing it, we're going to pass every time.
I'm glad actually to see us working on our passing game a little bit because, I mean,
in difficult conditions too to be passing in, but that's what you expect in playoff time. It's going to be stuff like this. After
this play, I'll make a comment about those type of conditions. It's a full house backfield this time for Prairie Grove. Sam Dodd comes under center. He bobbled that a little bit, and now he's going to throw. That is Disney. Give him 6, Sir Isaac goes into Disneyland, and now we're going to have another penalty.
That was a holding on Dillon again. They're just holding him every time. I mean, if you watch, they are purposely getting him on the ground as soon as the play happens. Little different scenario here because you're going to give up 15 yards every time, and so we're going to get a first down, and if not, we're scoring.
Well, let's go ahead and watch that play while we're waiting to see. Yeah, they took him down, and they got it, and there was Sir Isaac, and there he goes into Disneyland for a touchdown.
And when we talk about, you talk about, man, they had the size. I don't think they had the speed to keep up. I mean, you saw Disney 5 yards behind their deepest guy, and that's just something you can't have happen. Now, Disney's fast. He gets behind a lot of teams, but it happened a lot quicker than normal. Normally that's a little bit deeper of a pass by the time he gets behind them.
Touchdown now, 20-0 as Prairie Grove goes for an extra point. I'll tell you, if they keep doing that,
it's a weird philosophy.
You know what? It's almost like, you can't afford to get Dillon hurt. And I mean, that's
take him out.
Yeah, you can't.
Well, and on the one where we had kind of the false start, they hit him pretty hard, knocked him off his feet. And it hadn't even started the play yet, but they know it's a free chance at him.
Well, now here's Fiddler. He's got the first 2 tonight. Let's see if he can come through again. A little bit tough snap, but it gets held and goes in, and Fiddler knocks it down.
Who is this kid?
Where's he been? It's 21-0 as Prairie Grove now another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco. Let's look at the touchdown just one more time. There he's back. He bobbled that snap, and then, you see Dillon right there in the middle of the screen. He got knocked down, but there's Disney. Yeah, you're right. He's 5 yards behind him, and he goes on in. Give him 6, and the Tigers now up 21-0.
And Prairie Grove Telephone Company is getting another subscriber right now to pay for that one. Gotta love those guys.
At the end of one quarter, the score: Gravett 0, Shiloh 0, battling for that second position. watching from Cotter tonight. Jerry Coyle. Jerry, glad that you're watching. And
Cotter, now what's there, Jerry? Why are you there? That sounds like a weekend vacation. Or hunting.
That's what I was thinking. Is it hunting season? That's probably what he's doing. There's the kick.
Evan Harger on the kickoff, low this time, but it's going to be
fumbled. And
Johnson right there.
Johnson
hit that kid up.
There's a fumble. He picked it up, and wow, Johnson tagged him.
Yeah, the kid kind of retaliated there at the end on Johnson. He kind of found him and targeted him out. But
well, that was Zeke Laird again on that tackle. Number 24, Ethan King.
For Johnson, if you come through that hard and you're the wedge buster, they're going to find you on one of these plays here and try to get a lick on you. Well, love to see the competitiveness there, though.
We had a couple of chances to get that ball. Looks like there's some talking going on right now between.
Yeah.
It looks like the captains they're talking to someone about maybe coming. There's some.
Like I said, it was a little bit of a late shot there on Johnson. He received it. He didn't give it. He gave a great hit, and I think that's kind of what bothered him.
I don't know if those two players were going at it or what. But they were talking to number 82, and I believe Cole Walker.
Maybe those are captains. Those are the captains for tonight.
Well,
no, 82 wasn't.
No.
Cole Walker. No, he wasn't tonight either.
No, it was Carrillo. But 82 was a captain, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I believe Johnny Arnold was.
Well, and, Walker is one of our captains. Last week in the homecoming ceremony, he's one of our two captains. Him and Dakota Hutchinson.
There is a give, this time to number 14. That is Andrew Scroggins.
Uh-oh.
Scroggins got some room. It's only Disney's going to be able to catch him. Sir Isaac is going to get him right about the 12-yard line. And a nice run that time by Andrew Scroggins.
He probably in that run right there totaled more than their whole offense tonight.
Oh, of course he did. They hadn't got a first. That's their first down.
You love to see Disney catching a guy like that from behind.
Look at Disney. Disney was going for the ball. Look at that. He's trying to strip it.
That's good too, but you better make sure you get him down.
Yep.
We got a little bit of the high tackling going on tonight. That's always scary.
Well, they've had a couple of nice runs tonight. That one gets to them their first down. And Prairie Grove, they're in Prairie Grove territory in the red zone. Here is King, and they move again. Boy, they are. That play covered almost 50 yards. So let's see where they spotted. They were at the 11 or 13. So that went 47 yards. And on that play alone, prior to that play, they had 11 yards of offense.
Wow.
And now, here's a snap to King.
It's going to be a sweep to this side.
And that is Graham with a nice run. Another flag. I think that's going to be a hold out here.
Cole Walker was fighting off a double team right there, which was pretty impressive. But the guy ended up cutting inside of him, not cutting him.
So that penalty is going to back them up.
I didn't see which one was 64, but it is a holding penalty on 64.
That's Lane Chester. And so that backs. Boy, they got down to the 13, and with two penalties, they're back to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, the wingback jumped off sides the time before.
So a couple of bad breaks, and now the clock's running. We're under 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Prairie Grove up 21-0.
We're going to be in a shotgun this time. King's going to take the snap. He's going to
keep. He's hit and dropped at about the 25-yard line. Looks like McClellan was one of the first ones in there. Hutchinson also in there, and another flag. There is a ton of flags tonight with 5 seconds to go.
And he motioned backwards towards Berryville, but man,
and it's
guys, we'll never get out of here. Y'all got to stop that. It's a long drive to Berryville, and it could be raining. Is that selfish of me? I'm getting the camera crew here looking at me a little bit like, dude, come on.
Let's see if they're gonna. It looks like they're gonna decline it. No, they're gonna walk it off. Wow. Wow. Ryan, this is the thing with that. They got down to 13 on that really good run by Scroggins.
And they're almost all the way back to where they started.
They started at their own 40. They're now back to our 40. So right now they have a net of 20 yards from when they got the ball.
Man, you can't win ball games like that.
No, they have lost 27 yards.
That's 38.
That's the end of the first quarter. The score, Prairie Grove 21, Berryville 0. We'll take a commercial break and be back after this.
Love God, love others, serve others. The simple motto of Prairie Grove Christian Church. Whether supporting missionaries in Japan, in Africa, doing mission work in Cambodia and Haiti, or building homes in Texas, or fun for the entire family with Upward Basketball and Cheerleading, you'll find our members seeking to show love for God through love for our neighbors. If you are looking for a church home, we invite you to experience PGCC firsthand. We have convenient service times on Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., and we have exciting ministries for your children and teens. Prairie Grove Christian Church, serving Western Washington County and beyond. Love God, love others, serve others. Prairie Grove Christian Church.
Is it the work of a rocket scientist from NASA? Is it artificial intelligence from a distant planet? Zing is the new internet broadband service from PG Telco with speeds up to 50 megabits per second. No data caps and an online security feature that makes daily digital activity safe and reliable. Your internet used to be high speed. Now it's more like intergalactic. Zing delivers the experience of digital connections in remarkable ways, and it's ready to help you in takeoff. All you got to do is call PG Telco 846-7200. That's 846.
As we start the second quarter, it's second down and 30. Let's say they get it 30. They get it 38 to go.
First down and 38.
Second.
They have second on the field. They have first down on the scoreboard.
Well, that was a dead ball foul. And 8. Wow, look at that hard run he does there. He lowers his shoulder, and that is Graham. And, first quarter stats, Prairie Grove with 109 yards of offense, Berryville with 59, and all 59 of that came almost, that's all on the ground. They have no passing yards, and 37 of that came, or 47 of that came on run. 62 yards pass from Prairie Grove. Part of that was the 57-yard touchdown to Isaac Disney. I think Jerry, he's hoping the fish are biting, I think he said. So. And now a timeout.
Yeah, they ran that play in pretty slow.
It's going to be a timeout for Berryville. No, the reason it's third down, remember, they ran the play, and it was a dead ball, so the one on the clock is wrong. The field is correct.
Gotcha.
Because after the dead ball foul, you take it whatever down it is. So.
Okay, that's right.
So it's third down, and, boy, they got quite a few yards on that last play, but it's still third and 20. An update score in the second quarter. Gravett up on Shiloh 6-0. And you were still getting your way here tonight. Right. We went through some of that, and if Gravett wins tonight, they will pretty much secure the second seed, because even with a loss next week when they play Gentry, they would tie they would have the tiebreaker. P. Ridge leading Huntsville 6-0. P. Ridge also playing into the mix, Ryan. If Shiloh wins tonight and then P. Ridge were to beat Shiloh, then you'd have a three-way tie for second. So a lot. There's a lot for the seeding still to be determined.
Yeah, there's a good little pack there. Right underneath us and right above some of your lower guys that are fighting for that fifth seed.
And here is the give.
It's going to be sweep to the side, but he's going to try to throw.
He's trying to throw. He does get it away. It's going to be, almost intercepted.
Not really enough time for him to square up and throw coming from that side. I think you run that to the other side maybe, and he can throw on the run. But running this way, it was hard for him. He was trying to not slip and not get tackled and make a throw.
Well, I was actually impressed he got rid of him because he had two guys pursuing him. That was Heltemus that almost got that interception. But I
think Hoskins was right there on him.
Well, I mean, the way he was being pursued, he was able to turn back because he had to square back up to the opposite side to throw. I was actually impressed he got rid of it. It was fourth down and 20.
I wonder if they're going to go for it. This will be the closest they've been to.
And now.
He's going to keep. We got guys back there. Cody Hoskins, the first guy back there.
And Hoskins gets him. And we just
West is back there also. And then Ethan Davis, we sent the house. He's got to get. He can't turn his back to the defense right there and try to, sprint out. He's got to be able to get rid of that ball quick.
Well, Prairie Grove stops them, and boy, they got to the 13 and ended up on the 29. They had a couple of really nice plays. I mean, there was a great run by
those penalties.
Yeah, there was a good run by Graham to get a little bit of that yards back. He got about 13, 14 yards on that. And now Prairie Grove will take over 1st and 10. This again, our worst starting field position at the 29. 11:02 to go here in the first half.
We're going to split Dylan back out. And I like that idea because they're being a little dirty there on him. So
and this time
give it
on
a trap, but they got guys there. I mean, they average 300. Now here's the deal: if you can't move them, what happens when you meet a bigger team in the playoffs? So that is an issue. But you can run outside. You can throw the ball. Let's go ahead and work on some of the things that they're giving us.
Sainer goes over by the coach and picks up the play. He's going to kind of trot back in with it. Charlie Archer was one of the leading tacklers that time for the Bobcats. A pickup of a yard that time by Reed Orr. Hey, we've had tough going inside tonight, Ryan.
Definitely have. We had a little bit more luck on the read. We're going to do a quick pass right there. Dylan on the slant.
And Sainer is tackled, and the guy went right at his knees.
He knows better. I'd hate to hit that freight train full speed.
Ethan King with that tackle. He went straight for the legs, but Sainer comes up with the first down, and now the Tigers on the move again. 10-19 to go here in the first half. Ball's going to be spotted at the 40, so 11 yards on the play.
Good job there by Dylan, getting open, getting the completion, and, like to see him get a little bit farther upfield, but good job.
And now there's Blake Falk. There's Blake. Blake's got room. Blake's at the 30, cuts back, nice move. And another great move by Falk this time. He's going to be finally tackled inside the 20.
The only disadvantage there for Blake is he was so fast he outran all of his blockers. So he had to do that one on his own after about 20 yards.
Here he goes, and again, now watch him here. He cuts back here on number 24. 24 did a good job of blocking him and forcing him to cut back. He used the field, but then coming in, and that's 71's the one that hits him, and then number 4 comes up and helps him out. That's Che Myers.
You'd like to see a couple of those guys that were running down the field with him maybe pull back and tag one of those guys legally and not with the intent to hurt, but to keep them from catching up with Blake when he starts making those cuts.
Well, we got the ball just around the 18-yard line, and it's first down, and now Sam keeps. And he fakes the pitch. There goes Mayday. Give him 6. Give him 6. Sam Dodd goes into the end zone, and the Tigers now up 27-0.
I really thought he was pitching on that play on that second one.
Watch him here. I
didn't believe that. I don't even know if that was a fake. That one I was like, oh.
He did a nice job.
I think the guy on the field believed it too.
Well, the thing with that, good execution at the time. Like to see him protect the ball just a little bit more. He kind of holding it out there.
Here's our man Clay Fiddler.
Fiddler's been hot tonight on the extra points. Here is the extra point. It's low, but it is good. And with 9:34, another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco. It's 28-0. I want to recognize our East Lab students. Alex Nacho Henry running the computer tonight. Sean Oakes on the camera. Ben Lowe also here helping out. And running our stats and our IT man, Miles Eubanks.
Who's that? Gotta get in my blows while I can. My computer won't work on Monday, but it was fun while it lasted.
That's good. Well, Prairie Grove gets ready to kick. Hey, if there's any more updates, guys, on those, Shiloh now up 7-6. That's a battle over there in Gravett tonight. That's a key game.
Can we go to that feed? Just watch for a second.
Well, I might try to find it at halftime. Here comes the kick. Harger, this is going to drop, or fumbled, and he just has to fall on it. Number 34 falls down right around the 34-yard line. That's Charlie Archer. So the Bobcats, there's been some glimmer of some good plays for Berryville tonight. They just
They're
they
not
made too many
disciplined.
mistakes.
Yeah, they're
Make
not
too many
disciplined.
mistakes.
And maybe there's a young team. You know, I'm not looking at the senior junior thing here, but maybe we got a lot of sophomores and juniors out there, and just a little undisciplined. You can't afford those, and we found that out. You know, Farmington game we have a couple of those, and it hurts us. You know, look at the Hogs. Same thing. When you play that type of ball, you can't have a penalty or two at the beginning of a drive. It's not even when you're driving at the end of a drive. It kills a drive.
Twins to both sides as King drops back. Wow, nice pickup block that time. Held that by that was Archer, I believe, that picked up a block. We sent in a guy. I think must have been McClellan coming through, and I thought he was going to sack him again. But a nice pickup block that time.
Why they keep rolling here to the left where he's got to turn his shoulders, I don't know. Wide side of the field, right-handed quarterback. I would send him to that far side and hope that he's, you know, it's a little bit more natural going that way. You can tell that pass was a little short. That's going to happen because he doesn't have enough opportunity to either plant or to get a good, you know, kind of twist in his upper body to get the oomph on that throw.
Well, Ryan, you know, we talked about how big they are and stuff, and you wonder why. Look over here on the sideline, they just don't have enough players.
They really don't. But when you got 5 big guys like that, let's run right up them.
Wow,
I say that the handoffs are slow. They just seem too slow, which maybe the line's too slow. You know, maybe that's the way they have to operate things because the line's not getting to their blocks and moving people. But man, it's really easy for the linebackers to see right now.
Well, I'll tell you, there were several Tigers in there that time. Dakota Woods was one of them, and he made a good tackle, and then several of the others, McClellan and others, in to help, and it's 3rd down and 8. Now 3rd and 8. King comes under center. They have a full house backfield this time, and one split to the far side.
We're going to send a safety blitz on the opposite side.
And a nice break. Wow, and another good run. Tackle made by Johnson and by McClellan, but not before number 14. That again, that's Scroggins. He's been the one to get some yards.
Yeah, and he made a great cut right there. You know, coming to the outside and slows it down without losing his footing. Oh no, there's laundry.
And there's another flag. You know, I feel bad for Berryville right there. I mean, they get a good play, and then they're going to be stepped off 10 yards from the 39.
Ouch.
And there he is. He's going to be right there at the 29. So now.
Well, maybe that's why that cutback lane was there.
He did make a good cut, and I thought, wow. And now Scroggins' good run's going to be erased, and now it'll be 3rd down and 15.
Now, you know, Brian King is on the lineups as number 7, so maybe there's been a number change. I see him now. He's 6'3", 200.
Yeah,
you know, he's a decent-sized quarterback.
That he is. Then now, you know, I'll tell you something else after this play about our fans.
Back to Scroggins again, but he's going to be taken down in the backfield, and there is another flag. That's 57, Dakota
that time,
Woods.
Cole Walker comes up with the ball.
I think the ground caused that one, though.
Ben Lowe takes over the computer here.
Uh-oh.
He's forgiven me for calling him by his stepbrother's name.
That would have been bad. Well, and he's here sometimes, too. That makes it even harder.
Yeah.
Not even do you know the families, but then you work with all of them.
Well, it's 4th down now, and we declined the penalty. Rain coming down pretty good still. You know, we got quite a feu fans here. I knew we'd have a lot watching tonight because of the distance and the weather, but we still have a pretty decent crowd over on our side.
Gotta love the Prairie Grove fans. They travel well.
And punting now is King. Low snap, he bobbles it, and he just wants to get away. But now just get out of the way, guys. And it took a
good bounce for him.
Yeah, it really did. It's going to be down at the 44-yard line, so that's where Prairie Grove will take over at their own 44.
You know, that's about a 22-yard change in field, so that's no more than that, 25, 6, 7 yard change in field.
Come on, math teacher, get that down.
Yeah, I was going from the original line of scrimmage, not from where the ball was. Then I started looking, I was like, hey, we're actually farther back than that.
Well, you know what's funny? I'm looking at the number of plays, and Berryville has almost run as many plays as Prairie Grove and really have had the ball about the same amount of time, just not being efficient with their time with the ball.
And we'll line up in our base set right here. Sam Dodd under center.
And Mayday, he's going to take. He's looking. He's going to
keep.
throw. And he's got a man wide open.
Oh, Walker.
Oh, and Walker not able to haul that one in. He had a lot of green in front of him. Well, I shouldn't say green, brown.
A lot of rain. A lot of rain and brown. You know, you notice Dylan not in right now. There he is.
Yeah,
Never mind.
he's in.
I thought that was Coop coming back to the huddle, but that's not. That's Dylan.
Cooper's a big boy, but I don't know if I was mistaken
Well,
for saying.
I was thinking it was Carullo. Carullo, I mistaken for Coop there for a second.
Now coming back to the line, 2nd down and 10 as Sam Dodd comes under center. We have Twins over here to this side of the field, and now Dodd looking. He's got Disney. There's Sir Isaac. Oh, he's not able to keep his footing.
Great catch right there by Isaac Disney.
And Isaac gets it to the 11-yard line.
Again, Dylan all the way in the backfield. He's letting them know, hey, they're working me over back here.
Prairie Grove trying to get to that magic 35 here, and then that would allow a running clock in the second half if we can hang on to that lead.
Clay Fiddler will spit out to the right. We'll be in our base set. Sweep is open.
And now they're going to go with the
Go with
pitch.
the option.
Oh, and a fumble. And I think Prairie Grove may have gotten it back. Yeah, so they're going to get it back, but it's 2nd down, Tigers. We were fortunate. And I think, did Blake get the ball back?
No, he did not, but he kind of helped a guy get down to the ground that was kind of holding him from getting back to the ball.
Who did recover it there?
I didn't get a number on the guy. I was watching Blake and the guy kind of tussle a little bit.
I believe it was
Dawson West, our center. 52, I think, is Dawson.
52 is Hutch.
Oh, that's right. 56, yeah.
And now Prairie Grove with their full house.
There's Blake and the double handoff. Back to Heltemus.
Oh, Heltemus gets inside the 10 down about the 7. Nice tackle that time by Ethan King. I'll tell you what I'm impressed about Berryville. They a scrappy little bunch out there.
Yeah, I mean, they're fighting, guys. They're fighting.
3rd down and let's call it 3rd and 6 for Prairie Grove.
You know, it's got to be hard knowing you don't have a chance to make the playoffs. So you're fighting for pride.
It is, and it is senior night here, and it
is senior night. What a way to go out for a bunch of seniors to knock off the #1 team in the conference. There's our
now
right there.
Blake.
Blake has it.
Blake looks, follows. He give him 6. Blake Falk with 6:04 to go. Another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco as Blake Falk makes it into the end zone. Nice
Why that
move.
boy doesn't use his speed and get out to the outside, I don't know. He has more speed than what he gives himself credit for. He kind of slows, gets it in a lower gear so he can have more power and cuts it back and just powers through 3 guys into the end zone.
Well, here it is. He gets it, and we got a slow motion here to wait for the kick. And there he goes. And then he cuts back. He could have just gone to the corner there, I think, and he cuts back, but he gets in. Now let's go back to the live action.
Clay Fiddler.
Fiddler again. Fiddler.
That's good.
And Fiddler 5 for 5 tonight, 35-0. The Tigers now with that magic 35-point lead, and we have got halfway to go here in the second quarter.
Maybe his dad offered him like $5 for every made or converted point after attempt. He's gonna be racking up the dollars. PG Telco better not sign up for that one.
Well, let's take a commercial break. It is 35-0, 6:04. Tigers up.
For over 100 years, the Luganbuehl name has served the area of Prairie Grove with honor and integrity in a family's most dire time. 4 generations of excellence in service. All aspects of caring for your loved one are handled with tender care, as well as with the honor and dignity they deserve. The type of service, the monument, every single aspect is handled with that special Luganbuehl care, including the opportunity to work with them on pre-planning. If you have any questions, please call 846-2141. That's 8.
And here comes Harger with the kick. And this one's going to go a little deeper, going to be fielded, right about the 20-yard line. Oh, hit.
Got a little strut right there. Almost looks like
That's
Johnson.
Johnson on the hit, and that's Che Myers on the return. Myers not a real big guy, 5'6", 150, but we've called his name a few times tonight for Berryville.
they're doing a great job on their kickoffs. They've had a lot of practice on them, being one of the worst defenses in the league. But they're doing a good job blocking and getting into our kick coverage. So
yeah, well, you weren't here as we were going through the. Last week in our 4 conference games, 3 of them were shutouts, and the other one they only scored 3 points. Right. So last week was just the winners won big, and the losers struggled. And there's another penalty, personal foul. Boy, I'm going to check with Miles here on the stats here in a minute, but wow, how many penalty yards do they have tonight? That was another 15-yard penalty, and I'd see if we can get an update on our stats, but man, the penalties have just absolutely killed them. Now we've done our own, so see if we can get an update. Penalties, I've got 9 right now for 85 yards, Ryan. 9 for 85. That's more yards than they've got on offense. They've got 68 total offense, and now here's King. He gives up the middle and not much going there. Another update from Gravett. Shiloh now up 14-6.
All right, here comes Berryville. Up under center is going to be Brian King.
They got twins to both sides, single back, and now
going to give to the fullback up the middle. It looked like Stone right there, had an arm on him, and then a bunch of guys came to corral him down.
Hutch was in there.
Yeah, there's Stone. He did get the first contact on him, but it was more of an arm grab. But he didn't let him go. He just held him up for the Cavalry.
It's 3rd down, and let's call it 3rd and a long 7. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Prairie Grove up 35-0. My guess is I would be surprised if we didn't see some substitutes for Prairie Grove on offense if we hold here. Rain still coming down. Tigers up.
They're going to be in a shotgun. Whitesville side with that number 8's in motion. They like to give there.
And they've
gotten some yards on it.
And he's got a little room, and they're going to get the first down. Nice run that time. That is Jacob Graham. He gets the first.
I think Hutch is the one that finally ran him out of bounds there.
That's just their first down of the game. And the Bobcats.
That gives the Bobcat fans something to cheer about.
And we heard them in the background. We're up here.
And the band.
We're up here kind of high. And
we got a great view.
Yeah, we're high. We're in a glass area, and we're away from the fans. It's kind of quiet, but man, we could hear them that time. They got the first down. 4:20 to go here in the first half. Tigers leading 35-0. From the shotgun is King. His back is Scroggins. In motion comes Myers, and King's going to keep. And he gets a good 6-7 yards on that keeper. So this is they had 3rd and long, and they get the good play on the jet sweep, and now King picks up 6 yards, and Berryville is sustaining a little bit of a drive right here. If they can stay away from some penalties, they may
start to say, there's the kicker right there. Can you complete this drive without a penalty?
I mean, they have had them all night.
They're going to be in a similar way of our base set. They're going to give you this sweep to this side.
He's going to get close to the first down. Looks like that is
number 4.
Oh, that's Myers on the carry. It looks like Reed Orr on the tackle, and so he gets to the 40. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 as we approach 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first half. Ball's at the 40. Prairie Grove gets the ball to start the second half, Ryan, as we kicked to Berryville. And here is King on 3rd and 2. And they're going to give. He's hit in the backfield and drop. Graham
23. DeMarcus Cooper.
DeMarcus Cooper gets him in the backfield for a 4-yard loss, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Good job, Coop. I mean, he was back there quick.
4th down, and
they're going to send in the punting unit.
I'm going to call it 4th and long 6. And they're going to send in you're right, they're going to bring the punting guys in. And
You would
Disney.
think with only 2 minutes left and only getting an average of about 25 yards a punt, if not less, that they would maybe even just try it. But
well, you want to kick it away from Disney. And wow,
that is away from Disney.
it almost hit. Is that Heltmus over here?
Yeah.
It almost hit Heltmus. Ball's going to come down at the 34. And now the question is will Prairie Grove bring in
There's a flag over here.
again?
What in the world? It's out of bounds over by the coaches.
Oh,
Sideline.
Yeah, I see the flag. The ball didn't go out of bounds, though.
No, I'm guessing what happened is as the ref's trying to run down the sideline, there's people in his way.
If it's a sideline, another sideline warning.
Is that a technical foul? Free throw and the ball back?
I think it's a penalty. Yep, 5-yard penalty. So that's going to move it to the 40 with 2:11 to go. Prairie Grove. Let's see who they got in. Do they have the starters in to finish the half? Looks like that's Mayday back there. Yeah, Sam Dodd is in.
So you have Saul Walker split out to one side and Clay Fiddler split out to this side.
An I formation.
Dylan is out. Cooper is in.
And now we're going to give to Blake Falk. Blake's hit. Wow, we have not, I'm telling you, between the tackles tonight, we have had a hard time getting much.
Yeah, I mean, they got some large guys. We're not doing a good job of clearing the path up in between the tackles. Poor Blake. That may be the first mud he's got on his jersey tonight.
Blake Falk with he picked up no gain that time. Still got 66 yards on the night.
He's had 2 pretty good runs here.
We may
and had that one pass that kind of went through a defender and then went through his hands. Nacho trying to brag about his first plate here.
Yeah,
Quick pitch to Blake. Get him on the
Blake,
outside.
Blake, he breaks a tackle. Look at Blake Falk. Gets into Bobcat territory inside the 50.
He only, he kind of outran Hutch a little bit there, and then Hutch kept going with it. Gets on the guy as Blake is, and then slides off to the next guy. And Blake picks up another 5-6 yards after the first contact there on the outside.
You see what Nacho Henry did, didn't you?
Yeah,
he pawns off. No, he pawns off the producing over here to Lowe, and then he runs down to get him some nachos.
I understand. At least he's trying to be a giver, because he didn't finish all 3 plates last week.
No, I'm gonna start calling him a waster. He's wasting stuff. Ball's at the 49-yard line. 1 minute to go here in the first half. Prairie Grove in their base set. They got Disney split way wide, and now
double reverse Saul Walker right there. They still had a guy kind of standing there. I almost wish that Dodd. He didn't fall for Dodd, so he didn't go with him. I almost wish Dodd could have got a crack block on him coming back because Saul would have been free for about 20, 30, 40 yards.
There's several players on Berryville that we do not have names. That was 18 and 71 are 2 of them. 18 makes a good tackle that time.
He must be a transfer for somewhere that they brought in, mid-season kind of help out.
We got some things going on here for Prairie Grove. Looks like we're going to have 20 seconds, 19 seconds. This will probably be the last play of the half. We may get one more in.
Surprised we even run it.
And there's Falk and Blake going to get to about the 44. That's going to do it. I don't think anybody's going to call a timeout, and Prairie Grove's going to go to the locker room.
Actually Reed Orr on the carry that time.
Oh, was it Reed? My fault on that. Reed Orr gets the ball down to the 44. That's going to end it for the first half. Now, tonight, our band, so I know we have a lot of people who watch for the band tonight. The band will not be performing. They're going to play some various tunes from the stands. But
cold and rainy. He told them bundle up and stay in the stands.
And I think the Berryville band historically plays at the end. They are known to have a great, great band here.
Right.
And I believe they usually play at the end. So halftime, you'll probably get a lot of commercials. We'll come back. Miles, we got the stats. We'll go ahead and do some stats here in the first half, and then we'll come back, and I'm going to hit the refresh button here on the stats, and hopefully it'll refresh quickly. Why don't you give me yours, Miles? I'm still showing a little bit of time left. So here in the first half. No, we're both going slow here. Here we go. Total offense, Prairie Grove 253, Berryville 83. Number of plays not that much different, Ryan. 28 to 23. Yards per play, Prairie Grove 9 to Berryville's 3.6. Passing, Prairie Grove 4 of 9 for 118 yards and a touchdown pass two touchdown passes, one to Dylan Sainer and one to Disney. Rushing, Prairie Grove at 135, 19 rushes, averaging 7.1. No turnovers for Prairie Grove, one for Berryville, which was an interception pass. Punting, we have not punted. They've punted 4 times. You talked about it. They've only gotten 28.4. They've actually had the ball longer than Prairie Grove, 12 minutes and 44 seconds to Prairie Grove's just over 9.
Those penalties really suck up the play clock.
You're right. 9 first downs for Prairie Grove, 3 for Berryville. Sam Dodd, 4 of 9 for 118, 2 touchdowns. Blake Falk, 9 carries, 77 yards, 8.6, 2 touchdowns. Sam Dodd, 1 carry, 17 yards. Reed Orr, 5 for 17. A little bit of slow night. Reed runs in between the tackles a lot, and that's been slow going in there tonight. Saul Walker, 2 for 19. Heltemus, 2 for 5. Berryville's not completed a pass, and that's pretty much the stats. Well, like I said, we're going to run a few commercials here for halftime. We'll be back for the second half. We'll have a running clock in the second half as we're in the Mercy Rule score frame at this time. So we'll be back in about 20 minutes for the second half.
Zing. Is it the work of a rocket scientist from NASA? Is it artificial intelligence from a distant planet? Zing is the new internet broadband service from PG Telco with speeds up to 50 megabits per second. No data caps and an online security feature that makes daily digital activity safe and reliable. Your internet used to be high speed. Now it's more like intergalactic. Zing delivers the experience of digital connections in remarkable ways, and it's ready to help you in takeoff. All you got to do is call PG Telco 846-7200. That's 846-7200.
Love God, love others, serve others. The simple motto of Prairie Grove Christian Church. Whether supporting missionaries in Japan, in Africa, doing mission work in Cambodia and Haiti, or building homes in Texas, or fun for the entire family with Upward Basketball and Cheerleading, you'll find our members seeking to show love for God through love for our neighbors. If you are looking for a church home, we invite you to experience PGCC firsthand. We have convenient service times on Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., and we have exciting ministries for your children and teens. Prairie Grove Christian Church, serving
PG Telco is a proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the very latest of what's going on with all the sports teams right here in Prairie Grove. But PG Telco is more, a lot more. They offer phone, internet, long-distance services, and bundles, making it all affordable. And that includes DirecTV. For your home or office, staying connected to the fast-paced world is as easy as calling PG Telco. Call 846-7200. That's 846-7200. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Chevrolet, proud sponsors of Prairie Grove High School athletics, and also proud of their huge inventory, both new or used. You'll find what you're looking for at Everett Chevrolet. Are you looking for the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size truck on the road? You're looking for the Chevy Silverado, and they've got them. How about the Chevy Camaro? How about the Chevy Corvette? It's all waiting for you at Everett Chevrolet. Family-owned and customer-friendly. Everett Chevrolet, I-49 at Elm Springs Road. Everett Chevrolet says, go Tigers.
Love God, love others, serve others. The simple motto of Prairie Grove Christian Church. Whether supporting missionaries in Japan, in Africa, doing mission work in Cambodia and Haiti, or building homes in Texas, or fun for the entire family with Upward Basketball and Cheerleading, you'll find our members seeking to show love for God through love for our neighbors. If you are looking for a church home, we invite you to experience PGCC firsthand. We have convenient service times on Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., and we have exciting ministries for your children and teens. Prairie Grove Christian Church, serving Western Washington County and beyond. Love God, love others, serve others. Prairie Grove Christian Church.
You're listening to a broadcast of the Prairie Grove Tigers at pgtigersonline.com.
The Arkansas Activities Association believes that athletes are taught many things through sports. In addition to the skills, they learn self-control, ideals of fair play and honesty, respect for authority, and for opposing players. To learn these values results in maximum benefits from his or her athletic experiences.
The Arkansas Activities Association believes that athletes are taught many things through sports. In addition to these skills, they learn self-control, ideals of fair play and honesty, respect for authority, and for opposing players. To learn these values results in maximum benefits from his or her athletic experiences.
The Arkansas Activities Association believes that athletes are taught many things through sports. In addition to these skills, they learn self-control, ideals of fair play and honesty, respect for authority and for opposing players. To learn these values results in maximum benefits from his or her athletic experiences.
The Arkansas Activities Association supports good sportsmanship. All spectators have a responsibility while watching an athletic contest because their actions influence high school youth. It is important that they display the best of sportsmanship to help instill proper attitudes and ideals in these youth.
The Arkansas Activities Association recognizes that an athlete represents more than themselves in athletic competition. They represent their team, their fellow students, their teachers, and their community. Athletes who display good sportsmanship reflect high moral standards.
The Arkansas Activities Association recognizes that athletes represent more than themselves in athletic competition. They represent their team, their fellow students, their teachers, and the community. Athletes who display good sportsmanship reflect high moral standards.
Love God, love others, serve others. The simple motto of Prairie Grove Christian Church. Whether supporting missionaries in Japan, in Africa, doing mission work in Cambodia and Haiti, or building homes in Texas, or fun for the entire family with Upward Basketball and Cheerleading, you'll find our members seeking to show love for God through love for our neighbors. If you are looking for a church home, we invite you to experience PGCC firsthand. We have convenient service times on Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., and we have exciting ministries for your children and teens. Prairie Grove Christian Church, serving Western Washington County and beyond. Love God, love others, serve others. Prairie Grove Christian Church.
PG Telco is the proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the very latest of what's going on with all the sports teams right here in Prairie Grove. But PG Telco is more, a lot more. They offer phone, internet, long-distance services, and bundles, making it all affordable. And that includes DirecTV. For your home or office, staying connected to the fast-paced world is as easy as calling PG Telco. Call 846-7200. That's 846-7200. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Everett Chevrolet, proud sponsors of Prairie Grove High School athletics, and also proud of their huge inventory, both new or used. You'll find what you're looking for at Everett Chevrolet. Are you looking for the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size truck on the road? You're looking for the Chevy Silverado, and they've got them. How about the Chevy Camaro? How about the Chevy Corvette? It's all waiting for you at Everett Chevrolet. Family-owned and customer-friendly. Everett Chevrolet, I-49 at Elm Springs Road. Everett Chevrolet says, go Tigers! For over 100 years, the Luganbuehl name has served the area of Prairie Grove with honor and integrity in a family's most dire time. 4 generations of excellence in service. All aspects of caring for your loved one are handled with tender care, as well as with the honor and dignity they deserve. The type of service, the monument, every single aspect is handled with that special Luganbuehl care, including the opportunity to work with them on pre-planning. If you have any questions, please call 846-2141. That's 846-2141. Lloyd Wayne Luganbuehl. Stacy Luganbuehl, J.C. Dobbs stand ready to continue that Luganbuehl tradition. For more information, they invite you to visit their website, luganbuehl.com. Everett Chevrolet, proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, is also home to the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size truck on the road, the Chevy Silverado. And at Everett, they don't just have 1 or 2. They have over 100 on the lot, every option, every color, so go pick yours out today. And at Everett Chevrolet, they're backed by a super service and parts department, champions in their own right. Everett Chevrolet, family-owned, customer-friendly, I-49 at Elm Springs Road. Everett Chevrolet says, go Tigers!
The sky's the limit with MyBlue checking from Arvest Bank. With MyBlue, you'll sleep better at night knowing your checking account helps safeguard you and your family against identity theft, covering all types of identity fraud events, financial or otherwise, anywhere in the world. You'll be able to deposit a check to MyBlue just by using your smartphone, and you'll have the freedom of more branches and more hours. Have higher expectations about banking? Make the switch to MyBlue checking, only from Arvest Bank.
Zing. Is it the work of a rocket scientist from NASA? Is it artificial intelligence from a distant planet? Zing is the new internet broadband service from PG Telco with speeds up to 50 megabits per second. No data caps and an online security feature that makes daily digital activity safe and reliable. Your internet used to be high speed. Now it's more like intergalactic. Zing delivers the experience of digital connections in remarkable ways, and it's ready to help you in takeoff. All you got to do is call PG Telco 846-7200. That's 846-7200.
Love God, love others, serve others. The simple motto of Prairie Grove Christian Church. Whether supporting missionaries in Japan, in Africa, doing mission work in Cambodia and Haiti, or building homes in Texas, or fun for the entire family with Upward Basketball and Cheerleading, you'll find our members seeking to show love for God through love for our neighbors. If you are looking for a church home, we invite you to experience PGCC firsthand. We have convenient service times on Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., and we have exciting ministries for your children and teens. Prairie Grove Christian Church, serving Western Washington County and beyond. Love God, love others, serve others. Prairie Grove Christian Church.
Chevrolet, proud sponsors of Prairie Grove High School athletics, and also proud of their huge inventory, both new or used. You'll find what you're looking for at Everett Chevrolet. Are you looking for the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size truck on the road? You're looking for the Chevy Silverado, and they've got them. How about the Chevy Camaro? How about the Chevy Corvette? It's all waiting for you at Everett Chevrolet. Family-owned and customer-friendly. Everett Chevrolet, I-49 at Elm Springs Road. Everett Chevrolet says, go Tigers! For over 100 years, the Luganbuehl name has served the area of Prairie Grove with honor and integrity in a family's most dire time. 4 generations of excellence in service. All aspects of caring for your loved one are handled with tender care, as well as with the honor and dignity they deserve. The type of service, the monument, every single aspect is handled with that special Luganbuehl care, including the opportunity to work with them on pre-planning. If you have any questions, please call 846-2141. That's 846-2141. Lloyd Wayne Luganbuehl. Stacy Luganbuehl, J.C. Dobbs stand ready to continue that Luganbuehl tradition. For more information, they invite you to visit their website, luganbuehl.com. Zing. Is it the work of a rocket scientist from NASA? Is it artificial intelligence from a distant planet? Zing is the new internet broadband service from PG Telco with speeds up to 50 megabits per second. No data caps and an online security feature that makes daily digital activity safe and reliable. Your internet used to be high speed. Now it's more like intergalactic. Zing delivers the experience of digital connections in remarkable ways, and it's ready to help you in takeoff. All you got to do is call PG Telco 846-7200. That's 846-7200. Everett Chevrolet, proud sponsors of Prairie Grove High School athletics, and also proud of their huge inventory, both new or used. You'll find what you're looking for at Everett Chevrolet. Are you looking for the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size truck on the road? You're looking for the Chevy Silverado, and they've got them. How about the Chevy Camaro? How about the Chevy Corvette? It's all waiting for you at Everett Chevrolet. Family-owned and customer-friendly. Everett Chevrolet, I-49 at Elm Springs Road. Everett Chevrolet says, go Tigers!
The sky's the limit with My Blue checking from Arvest Bank. With My Blue, you'll sleep better at night knowing your checking account helps safeguard you and your family against identity theft, covering all types of identity fraud events, financial or otherwise, anywhere in the world. You'll be able to deposit a check to My Blue just by using your smartphone, and you'll have the freedom of more branches and more hours. Have higher expectations about banking? Make the switch to My Blue checking, only from Arvest Bank.
Love God, love others, serve others. The simple motto of Prairie Grove Christian Church. Whether supporting missionaries in Japan, in Africa, doing mission work in Cambodia and Haiti, or building homes in Texas, or fun for the entire family with Upward Basketball and Cheerleading, you'll find our members seeking to show love for God through love for our neighbors. If you are looking for a church home, we invite you to experience PGCC firsthand. We have convenient service times on Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., and we have exciting ministries for your children and teens. Prairie Grove Christian Church, serving Western Washington County and beyond. Love God, love others, serve others. Prairie Grove Christian Church.
For over 100 years, the Luganbuehl name has served the area of Prairie Grove with honor and integrity in a family's most dire time. 4 generations of excellence in service. All aspects of caring for your loved one are handled with tender care, as well as with the honor and dignity they deserve. The type of service, the monument, every single aspect is handled with that special Luganbuehl care, including the opportunity to work with them on pre-planning. If you have any questions, please call 846-2141. That's 846-2141. Lloyd Wayne Luganbuehl. Stacy Luganbuehl, J.C. Dobbs stand ready to continue that Luganbuehl tradition. For more information, they invite you to visit their website, luganbuehl.com. Everett Chevrolet, proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, is also home to the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size truck on the road, the Chevy Silverado. And at Everett, they don't just have one or two. They have over 100 on the lot, every option, every color, so go pick yours out today. And at Everett Chevrolet, they're backed by a super service and parts department, champions in their own right. Everett Chevrolet, family-owned, customer-friendly, I-49 at Elm Springs Road. Everett Chevrolet says, go Tigers!
The sky's the limit with My Blue checking from Arvest Bank. With My Blue, you'll sleep better at night knowing your checking account helps safeguard you and your family against identity theft, covering all types of identity fraud events, financial or otherwise, anywhere in the world. You'll be able to deposit a check to My Blue just by using your smartphone, and you'll have the freedom of more branches and more hours. Have higher expectations about banking? Make the switch to My Blue checking, only from Arvest Bank.
Zing. Is it the work of a rocket scientist from NASA? Is it artificial intelligence from a distant planet? Zing is the new internet broadband service from PG Telco with speeds up to 50 megabits per second. No data caps and an online security feature that makes daily digital activity safe and reliable. Your internet used to be high speed. Now it's more like intergalactic. Zing delivers the experience of digital connections in remarkable ways, and it's ready to help you in takeoff. All you got to do is call PG Telco 846-7200. That's 846-7200.
Okay, we're getting ready for the second half. Couple minutes. Some scores in the conference, all tied up at halftime, is Gravett and Shiloh, 14 all. That's really right now. If Gravett wins that, they secure second place in the conference. If Shiloh wins, we'll have to wait till next week's game against Pea Ridge. Just speaking of Pea Ridge up 15-0 on Huntsville tonight. So, if it's raining throughout the conference, could be affecting a little bit of these games. Also, tonight, outside of the conference, but Pulaski Robinson leading Pottsville 14-7. Lincoln leading Gentry 13-6. And Lincoln with a win, I believe, because they beat Huntsville, they would have the 5th seed and be there tonight. It would secure that 5th, regardless of what happens with us next week, because they've beaten Huntsville, they've beaten Berryville, and if they beat Gentry, that would give them the 5th seed. We want to thank our East Lab students again, Sean Oakes. He's been doing a great job on the camera, showing those camera lights. I would say something about Nacho Henry, but all he is doing is just pounding down these nachos. We got to Ben Lowe. He's doing a great job. When Nachos goes down there to get those, it'd be nice if you'd say, "Hey, Mr. Gregson, would you like a Snickers? Would you like let me get you something?" No,
he just wants to share the nachos.
No.
So he doesn't waste them. He just wants to share them.
Again. All right, we're getting ready. About 30 seconds here. Ryan, we're going to, we were talking earlier in the game about the weather and the conditions of preparing. And I'll tell you something. If you think back just 2 seasons ago, the 2013 season, I think we had a really good team that year. And if you'll remember, a cold, rainy night against Valley View in Prairie Grove that night, a little bit similar. It's colder than it is here tonight, but it was really cold and rainy and wet like this. And, we lost that game. And a game, I think, both teams had to play in that weather. So, I'm not making an excuse or anything. But
let's get used to it.
Yeah, you got to get used to it. And you can do that on a night like tonight where, especially now, you're pretty much – got control of this. You're going to get the ball to start the second half. We're going to have a running clock.
Just to point out some guys here, back deep, number 14. No, that's not number 14. I'm sorry. Yeah. That is 14. Tyler Davidson back there in the back. I thought it was, and then I started looking at the numbers, and I second-guessed myself. Several guys back there.
Well, you better pick that up. That's Kyle Sam, I believe. And look at that. Oh, my gosh. There he goes down the sideline. 40, 50. No, that's Burton. That's Burton. That's Dustin Burton at the 30. He's in. Give him 6. That's Burton. Give him 6, and Dustin Burton, he's going to go 89-yard touchdown return. Here he goes.
I hope his family tuned back in here since we've been sitting here for the half.
I know the Burton there he goes. And, hey, Nacho, after this, let's go ahead and run this again. I want to catch it after the extra point. There he goes in. Give him 6. I thought I saw 35 there, but I was glad once he got there we saw it was Burton.
I think we're going to go for 2 maybe here, or no, Fiddler's coming in.
Fiddler is going to come in. It's 11. The thing is, you got a number one group that usually does these extra points, so you don't have a lot of extra guys.
We are going to go for 2 here. Zeke Laird under center, Johnson and Sam in the backfield.
And I'll tell you why we're doing this. We fumbled a snap. We're going to be hit 41-0. The reason we're going for 2 here is because I don't know that we have a second-team PAT, and he's wanting to keep those guys off field, especially with some of the things that have been going on with Dylan tonight. So, anyway, let's run the touchdown. Can you run it all the way back? Can you run it all the way back, or is that as far as you can go? There he goes down the sideline. I was hoping we could see where he picked it up. I thought he picked it up right around the 11-yard line.
It was pretty deep,
and I think his back was turned to the when he picked it up. His back was turned to the defenders. See, try it one more time. Let's see where he picked that up, Nacho. No, yeah, he's already sprinting down the sideline. Okay, let's go back to live action. Another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco. Now up 41-0.
They're gonna let DeMarcus Cooper kick this one.
Coop's gonna.
Could we pull off the accidental offsides or onsides?
I hope not. I really don't.
I mean, each week we got to have that accidental one. Looking at the numbers right here, Fiddler out here on the outside. Then you got number 81, Spinks. Looks like number 58. I think that's Sugg, I think.
Pretty good kick. Fiddler
Right
20 goes through his legs. That's 24. That is King. And now King's going to go through the middle. Look at King. Hey, now Berryville's going to go the distance. And he goes right through the middle and he scores. He's going to run all the way. I think he's going to run to Eureka Springs.
He's still going.
Oh, no, there's a flag.
No way.
I feel, honestly, and I'm not, I mean, I know we're the Prairie Grove announcers and we should pull for Prairie Grove, but I'm just telling you, I was happy for that young man, and I will be sad if this thing gets called back. Oh, he didn't. There was no need for that. Not there. By the time he's at the 50, he was long gone. Oh, just not. Oh, the penalties have really hurt. A block in the back.
Goodness. Yeah, exactly. Someone goes, no need for that.
Oh, they're going to back him up to the 40. What a good run that time by Ethan King, number 24, Ethan.
Man, you almost want to sit here and say, are they just calling those penalties on him? But they're legitimate penalties.
King's a senior, 5'8", 155. Boy, it would have been nice to see him do that, get that touchdown. So, golly. Tough break, backs him up to the 35-yard line.
We can start recognizing some of the new faces here on defense. Number 8 out here at cornerback, Colin Bryant. They're going to run a sweep to that far side, and we got a couple guys there. Looks like number 35, Kyle Sam.
Mr. Wyatt watching from PG. He's very proud of the team. Fiddler, they said he's 4 for 4. Actually, Fiddler 5 of 5 tonight on the extra points, and we didn't do the extra point last time, so it's first down and 10 after
Fiddler
the run.
in at safety right now. Actually, he's that strong side safety that can rotate. They're going to run a sweep to this side. Michael Hutzel right there.
Wow. And that was Scroggins on the carry. He's had some good runs tonight.
Weston Smith also on the tackle. You know, looking at a line, it looks like Hawkins and Hawkins takes off right when I say that. And for him comes number 78. I think we had the wrong name on him. We said it last week.
Yeah. Who was it?
Well, we thought it was Lott, but it's not.
All right.
I can't remember who. I can't remember the name now.
And now here is
again sweep
King,
to that opposite side.
Graham's got the room. He's got the corner and a good run and a nice tackle. Did you get that number there? He's on the far side of the field.
Looks like 33.
33. We don't have a 33 on the roster here, Ryan.
I think that's 33 was on the tackle for us. That's when you say it, I'll be like, yeah, I knew that. Dang it.
Yeah.
All right, Berryville in an R-base formation. It's going to be the give up the middle and the trap. Kind of upped in it right there by number 33 again.
We got to get a number. We got to get a name on that.
I think that one's Stone. Collins number 8. That one's Stone.
Stone Bryant is 33. Yeah, I just got Matthew Galden. Just let me know. Landon Waldrop 78. Stone Bryant 30. Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate that.
He's still working.
Yeah, he's still doing. You know, they don't have that on the roster here that we have, so that's good to know. We need to make note of that, Nacho, to put on the rosters next time. 78 Landon Waldrop, Stone Bryant number 33. Second down and 4. As King comes under center, there's movement. I think
Coop got a little antsy over there. They like to do that every once in a while. They've been keeping their hands up quite a bit. I guess trying not to get the gloves dirty. But, that time they get up to the line, quick count, throw the hands down, Coop jumps off sides.
A running clock. And
all right.
Trying to get an update on Shiloh's score.
They're drying the ball off there for him. Kind of looking to the sideline, getting the chains set up.
First and 10, the ball at the Prairie Grove 33. 8:12 to go now in the third quarter. In motion is Scroggins. He's going to give up the middle.
Number 34 on the carry right there.
34. He's made some good blocks back there tonight. It's Charlie Archer.
Looked like Brian again on the tackle, and maybe even Weston Smith there at the end.
So Bobcats moving the ball against this second unit of Prairie Grove pretty well. You know, our second unit played really well last week, Ryan, if you remember.
Yeah, the whole second half.
And another stat, as we are in the 9th game of the season, Prairie Grove still not been scored on in the 4th quarter.
Boy, you'd love to hear that.
And now, wow, good run that time by the Bobcats. Several of the Tigers in there. That was Scroggins.
Down the bottom.
Was that Archer again? I'm sorry, that was Archer. I'm sorry. What was that again?
Brian on the tackle again, number 33.
And that was Archer that time on the carry. And now they're in the red zone at Prairie Grove at the inside the 20.
Yeah, looking at our line, we got Caleb Berner at one end and Weston Smith at the other. 58 Sugg and 72 Hawkins as our tackles.
Down to 7 minutes to go now in the 3rd quarter.
They're in the base set.
Clock running, and now here's Graham. They're going to give it to Graham. There's a big hole, and Graham's going to find inside the 10.
Good job right there, tripping him up. Stone Brian again.
Brian
heard his name several times.
I'm glad Matthew gave us his name because we're showing him a lot of attention here. He's making some good plays. Tough thing about that one is the play is now the ball's inside Prairie Grove 10.
We either need Berryville to commit a penalty or for Prairie Grove to tackle on the backfield.
Well, the way they're they've moved the ball at different times really well tonight, and they've shot themselves in the foot with penalties. And now this time they're in an I formation. And going to give right up the middle there, hit, and going to get into the end zone. And Graham goes into the end zone with 6:15 to go. It's 41-6.
Hey, getting a little extra talking to from the ref.
Just a good, strong run that time by Graham. As you see the replay there, he got hit. He got hit at the 5 and just kept, moving his legs, and he goes into the end zone. Now, Berryville looks like they're going to go for 2. It's 41-6. And King will come under center. He'll have Archer and Scroggins in the backfield. And he's going to keep.
He's going to keep.
And he's got lots of room, and he's going to go in, does King, 41-8.
Kind of met there by Davidson, but Davidson just kind of tucks down, kind of clips his leg. If you're going to make that tackle and not let him get in, you better get down there and make that tackle. You might want to meet him next time rather than wait on him.
6:15 to go. Here is, again, the touchdown run. Good, strong run. Let's go for a commercial. Prairie Grove leading 41-8.
Love God, love others, serve others. The simple motto of Prairie Grove Christian Church. Whether supporting missionaries in Japan, in Africa, doing mission work in Cambodia and Haiti, or building homes in Texas, or fun for the entire family with Upward Basketball and Cheerleading, you'll find our members seeking to show love for God through love for our neighbors. If you are looking for a church home, we invite you to experience PGCC firsthand. We have convenient service times on Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., and we have exciting ministries for your children and teens. Prairie Grove Christian Church, serving Western Washington County and beyond. Love God.
Okay, we're back as Berryville kicks, and it's kind of an onside almost, but it's going to be fielded nicely done that time.
That's number 33, Stone Bryant.
Man, Bryant, thank you, Matthew, for getting us that name because we've called his name over and over again.
All right, our second unit here is going to play out of the mud hole. Right there, the bare spot in the field. They're having a tough time growing grass.
Looks like Zeke Lair is going to run it.
Yeah, bringing the play in is Colton Simrad. Johnson at halfback and Kyle Sam at fullback. Weston Smith's going to be your wingback with Coop at tight end.
And they're going to get, Sam, or that's Johnson. He slipped, but he gets the corner. Not quite. Nice tackle that time by number 34, Charlie Archer. He got a yard, maybe 2. And the clock's going to run the rest of the time, Ryan. It's 41-8. Well, Ryan, with this win tonight, Prairie Grove will be the number 1 seed from the 1-4A.
Well, let's lock that dude up. In at center, number 63, Ethan Tyler.
We can get an updated score from Lincoln here in a minute. They were up 13-6, and they could secure that 5th seed. There is Johnson again. Johnson's got the corner. This time Johnson, he's making a couple moves. Look at Johnson. He's going to be tracked down from the backside, but he gets into Berryville territory, tackled by number 18 of the Bobcats. Again, that's another name we didn't have on the roster.
In at our guards, our left guard is number 70, Lawson Smith, and number 74 at right guard, Troy Sugg.
Was a good run that time. If we look at the replay here, Johnson breaks a couple tackles, and then he had to spin. Then some guys were in pursuit. They were able to chase him down. And now Prairie Grove at the Berryville 30.
In at left tackle, Joe Reynolds, number 67, and right tackle, number 78, Landon Waldrop. Gibbs going to go to Kyle Sam that time on our 23 read. Get some positive yards there.
He gets inside the 25. That's a 6-yard run that time. Under 4 minutes to go now in the third quarter. Prairie Grove up 41-8. You know what I want to see? We're going to get to the fourth quarter here. I don't want to see them score in the fourth. I want to hold that score in the fourth quarter. Although tonight it's all about, at this point, getting out of here with nobody hurt. We've got this game in hand, Ryan. We just don't want to get anyone hurt.
Running the play in, number 12, Colton Simrad. We're going to go trips to the right here. Shotgun with Zeke. Low snap. Pitch to Coop. He tries to pick it up.
It's going to be an incomplete pass. Yep.
Neat little play call right there. Little trickeration.
The Burtons, I'm looking at the chat that said, we're so glad able to watch from home and see that beautiful touchdown run, and it was Burtons. It was a great run, and like I said, he picked that ball up and he had his back whenever he did it.
A couple more of those, and Subway's going to have to start sponsoring some touchdowns.
3rd down and 4.
Twins to the right. Under center Zeke. He rolls out. Got a guy wide open there.
And it's a good pass, good catch. He's going to be down close to the 15-yard line.
Fiddler right there. He's still fighting.
Yeah, Fiddler. They're going to mark him. Let's see where they spot him. He's going to be close to the 15, probably around the 16-yard line. That's going to be enough for a Prairie Grove first down. So nice pass that time by Zeke. And that's not a bad, people would say, oh, guys, you're running up passing the ball. This is a chance. We don't know when, the way football is, you never know. Zeke could be, playoff time having to make some passes down the stretch.
Well, and the other thing, too, here is where is Berryville the stoutest? Their run defense right up the middle. So, I don't expect us to try to beat that now. With a second unit in, with a little bit slimmer waistline, we're going to hit the corners and we're going to throw short passes to the outside. We may not throw a long bomb, but we're going to move the chains continually, and that's what you want. You don't want them to just take a knee every time for a whole fourth quarter.
Double wing set in motion, and now we're up the middle is Kyle Sam. He slipped, but he's going to pick up a couple yards anyway. And it's
really hard to cut right there for him. He was trying to cut. There was a hole there. He's trying to cut in it and just started losing his footing and just kind of went the rest of the way down.
I'm looking at the field, and it's
rough.
It's in a rough shape. And we got 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Prairie Grove up 41-8.
This is like the Heinz Field of high school football over here. Remember that year where they had it completely resawed, and then they played a game on there, and chunks were just coming up as they were going. This is mainly just mud, but.
And the rain has been steady throughout the game. And, again, a double wing set for Prairie Grove. And now in motion there is Johnson. He's got some room. Johnson looking for the corner, doesn't quite get it. Going to be tackled just short of the first down inside the 10. And depending on how long it takes him to get this ball set, that may have been the last play of the – they'll probably get one more play here in the third quarter.
The Sams will appreciate my Steelers reference there. That's one of their favorite teams. I saw they posted a video when the Steelers were in Kansas City. They surprised the boys that morning and told them they were going to go eat lunch with their dad or something, and instead gave them tickets to the Steelers game and drove up there to the Steelers game. So pretty cool deal there. I'm a little jealous. I'm available the next time you guys need to go to an NFL game on a Sunday. Give me a call.
Here is Laird under center, and here comes a wingback reverse, and that's Weston Smith, I believe. Weston's going to be close to the 5 and going to be close to first down. That's going to be the end of the quarter. Let's see what they're going to do from a spotting standpoint. If it's where that line judge is, it's a first down. They say Kyle Sam on the ball carrier? I thought that was.
No, I don't think it was.
I think it was Weston Smith. I'm not sure. They never did show there, but that's the end of the quarter. Let's take a commercial break as we go to the fourth and final quarter. Prairie Grove up 41-8.
Love God, love others, serve others. The simple motto of Prairie Grove Christian Church. Whether supporting missionaries in Japan, in Africa, doing mission work in Cambodia and Haiti, or building homes in Texas, or fun for the entire family with Upward Basketball and Cheerleading, you'll find our members seeking to show love for God through love for our neighbors. If you are looking for a church home, we invite you to experience PGCC firsthand. We have convenient service times on Sundays at 9 and 10:30 a.m., and we have exciting ministries for your children and teens. Prairie Grove Christian Church, serving Western Washington County and beyond. Love God, love others, serve others. Prairie Grove Christian Church.
PG Telco is the proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the very latest of what's going on with all the sports teams right here in Prairie Grove. But PG Telco is more, a lot more. They offer phone, internet, long-distance services, and bundles, making it all affordable. And that
Okay, as the clock starts, boy, they started it before we even snapped the ball. And now here's Zeke, quick pass, incomplete. They did get the first down on the carry before the half. Nice thing about it.
Intended pass for Burner right there. I don't think he quite got his head turned around.
It would be so great to see Burner get a touchdown. Ryan, what's interesting is on an incomplete pass when the mercy rule's there, it takes a while to even set the clock. They even started a 25-second clock, and we've almost run a whole minute off.
I like it. It's a long drive back from Berryville. Here we go, under center, Zeke Laird. We're in our base set. Giving a little bit of a...
Is that West? I can't even read that number anymore.
That's probably Burton. I think that's Burton. It's dirty like that. Could have been Weston, though, because he did get that.
And there's Johnson. Oh, he's hit. Boy, nice hard tackle. Johnson stayed on his feet. He gets close to the touchdown. He's at the 1 yard line. It's going to be third down and goal from the 1. Prairie Grove trying to get another touchdown here. And
Burton is the dirty bird over there.
Well, you know what's going to be nice, Ryan? At least for the next few weeks, we'll have the
black,
and we'll be able to see the numbers. at least for the next. If we play for 3 weeks, we'll have that for at least 3 weeks, and maybe 4 or 5 weeks. Prairie Grove, third and goal from the 1.
We're gonna go with a sweep with Johnson right here. He cuts it up tight and goes ahead and gets
it. Give him 6. There he is. Give him 6, and Johnson takes it in, and now it's 47-8. Prairie Grove, 10:03 to go. Here's Johnson, and there he goes. He goes on in for the score.
Lagging behind on our cameraman there just a little bit. We'll try not to get him, razz him too hard up here. He was sleeping.
Well, there we go. We have.
That's a nice thing.
It looks like we're going to go for 2 again. And again, I think this is just because trying to avoid
getting someone hurt on that first unit.
And there is the give.
Oh, he's spinning out. Kyle Sam tries to get it right there, but they're in a mud hole. He can't get his traction at all. It's hard when the mud's like there. It's shorter steps that are more straight up and down. No speed.
Let's take a commercial break. We'll be back after this.
Zing. Is it the work of a rocket scientist from NASA? Is it artificial intelligence from a distant planet? Zing is the new internet broadband service from PG Telco with speeds up to 50 megabits per second. No data caps and an online security feature that makes daily digital activity safe and reliable. Your internet used to be high speed. Now it's more like intergalactic. Zing delivers the experience of digital connections in remarkable ways, and it's ready to help you in takeoff. All you got to do is call PG Telco 846-7200. That's 846-7200.
Here's DeMarcus Cooper with a good kick. It's going to be fielded right about the 10-yard line by Myers. Myers got some room. Prairie Grove, again, having a little trouble on the kickoff return.
Well, and that's your second unit too, you know. So it's we've had troubles, and then you get the next group in, and still going to struggle a little bit.
Looks like number 74 there for Prairie Grove. That is Troy Sugg.
All right, I'll try to call out some numbers here. Got a couple more clean jerseys in. Playing end over here is number 68. I think that's Andrew Stevens. And our other end is number 62. I don't have a name on that one, so we'll get it. 62 is Stormy Hankins. So two lean sophomores in at the ends right there.
And here comes a timeout for Berryville with 9:14 to go in the game. Let's take a timeout with them. Prairie Grove up 47-8.
The sky's the limit with My Blue checking from Arvest Bank. With My Blue, you'll sleep better at night knowing your checking account helps safeguard you and your family against identity theft, covering all types of identity fraud events, financial or otherwise, anywhere in the world. You'll be able to deposit a check to My Blue just by using your smartphone, and you'll have the freedom of more branches and more hours. Have higher expectations about banking? Make the switch to My Blue checking, only from Arvest Bank.
Everett Chevrolet, proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, is also home to the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size truck on the road, the Chevy Silverado. And at Everett, they don't just have one or two. They have over 100 on the lot, every option, every color, so go pick yours out today.
Okay.
And at Everett Chevrolet, they're backed by a super service and parts department. Champions in their own right. Everett Chevrolet, family-owned, customer-friendly, I-49 at Elm Springs Road. Everett Chevrolet says, go Tigers!
Okay, we're back to live action. There's Myers running. He's going to be tackled. We got an update score. P Ridge now up 28-0. So they're putting themselves in a position, Ryan. They could, if they could still get a second seed, and if Gravett were to win tonight, they could knock Shiloh on down to the 4th seed.
Wow.
But a lot of football left to be played in Gravett tonight. I haven't gotten an update.
And at cornerback on this side is going to be 81, Clayton Spinks.
Spinks into the game. 2nd down and 9 for Berryville.
They're going to sweep to that far side.
And a good tackle.
Trying to get a number on that guy. Looks like 68, Andrew Stevens.
Good tackle there by Stevens and Jonathan Wood on the carry. It's going to be 3rd down.
And at linebacker, number 48, Hunter Martin.
Looks like Berryville's trying to get some new guys into the game. I mean, with their numbers, they're still playing a lot of starters just because of sheer.
I started to say they don't have that many.
They don't
guys
have many,
on
but 10 had not run the ball all night, and he's in the game. And I just saw number 2.
Speaking of 10, we have our number 10 in, Coach Elder's son. John David.
John David's in now in motion to Scroggins. They're going to give it to Scroggins, and he is going to be hit and dropped short of the 1st down. So this unit's doing a pretty nice job defensively this time. It's 4th down and 5.
Good pursuit and stop right there by number 48, Hunter Martin.
Well, if Prairie Grove can stop here, Ryan, our hope of keeping that 4th quarter no score will help here, because by the time they're done running the play, we'll be close to halfway through the quarter.
Number 5 for Berryville's running the play in. Another one, number 84, Chase Jones is in on defense right now for us.
Now, here is Berryville on a 4th down and 5. They got kind of a double wing set too. Here's a quick drop, throws across the middle. Almost intercepted.
Hunter Martin had his hands right there on it.
Oh, just not quite able to get it, but the defense stops. Prairie Grove will have the ball at the Berryville 43, and the clock runs as we have 6.5 minutes to go in the game. Let's go ahead tonight, Ryan. I know it's early, but we've got a break here. The Everett Chevrolet player of the game, Sam Dodd, 118 yards passing. He ran for a touchdown as well, a nice run on an option play.
Right.
Threw for 2 touchdowns, one to Isaac Disney, one to Dylan Sainer.
And all of this in a half.
And a half, absolutely. Again, Sam Dodd, Everett Chevrolet player of the game.
Looks like John David will step in at quarterback here.
John David Elder now in. Gives up the middle.
And that's going to be a new fullback. Look for a number there. That is number...
Got those binoculars.
24, Michael Hutzel.
Hutzel on that carry. John David Elder, his grandparents, Merlin and Patsy, I know they're watching Wichita. I hope they stayed with us because he's in the game now.
I think they know this is his time right now. You know, as a sophomore stepping up, third on the depth chart, behind 2 more seasoned quarterbacks. This is his time.
And he's done a nice job this year when he's gotten into the game.
He really has.
Here's Elder under center. And another give.
And that's Hutzel.
Hutzel gets down to the 25-yard line.
Number 24 tackled by number 24. So Hutzel is tackled by number 24, Ethan King.
And King's the one that ran that touchdown back that got called back.
Right.
On the return. Down under 5 minutes to go now as Prairie Grove's at the 24-yard line, 25-yard line.
Yeah, Hutzel picking up the first down right there.
They must have moved some of them hogs out of that front line because we're actually moving the ball in the middle. We hadn't done that all night, and I think I'm right because I'm looking down there. I don't see those big 280 and 300-pound guys down there.
We're in our base set. Sweep to this side.
That Hutz again? Burton.
Yeah, I thought it was Burton, to be honest with you. Just the dirtiness of the jersey there. And it was. It was Dustin Burton.
2nd down and 8. We're down to 4 minutes to go in the game. So Prairie Grove is going to, they've now clinched at least a share of the conference title. This will be their 3rd one in 4 years, Ryan.
I'd love to see it.
And can win it outright with a victory next week.
That's Davidson right there, number 14.
Give him 6. Tyler Davidson goes into the end zone. And with 3:35 to go, it's 53-8. And Prairie Grove puts some more points. And again, going for 2 just because of here. Let's watch the run here by Davidson. Gets it there off tackle. Nice little move. Good hole. And now he does this the rest. Nice block on the corner. That was number 81 for Prairie Grove. Spinks with a nice block downfield that helped spring Davidson into the end zone now. John David Elder under center. Got Weston Smith at the wing back. And now quick drop. Throws. And got it. Got it on the 2-point conversion.
Fiddler.
And that's Fiddler. Fiddler's got 4. He's got 6 points now tonight. Yeah. Another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco. It's 55-8.
It's a cool little shot right there with the reflection off the glass and the rain falling down on the lights. Nacho over here trying to be artistic, creative, whatever you want to call.
Well, boy, PG Telco now has sponsored, I guess we have 8 touchdowns tonight.
Telling you, you guys need to sign up with PG Telco, subscribe. They are writing the checks this year.
Well, yeah, and they do, and we joke about that a little bit, but they do a great job for all the 3 schools in the area that they, in the area they service. They do it for Farmington, they do it for Lincoln, and for Prairie Grove. They sponsor
multiple sports.
Yep, $30 a touchdown. So, they do give the money into the community, and we really appreciate it. And
it was cool. They presented one of the, big checks a couple weeks ago while we were at home, and that was really neat.
Now getting ready to kick to Marcus Cooper with 3:35 to go. Let's get good coverage here.
A little low, but.
And now 24. He's been the one, and they found it up the middle this time. He's met and dropped at the 33-yard line. King on the return.
Number 59 and number 74, Sugg. 59 is going to be Carl Simpson, and 74, Sugg on the stop there.
Well, the clock's running now. We're going to be, by the time we'll be under 3 minutes by the time they get this play off. And now several of the Tigers have been into the game. Looks like probably gotten everybody in tonight, Ryan.
You would hope so on a game like this. Unless you're just in the doghouse, you should have got some PT.
An update from Shiloh, or from the Shiloh Gravett game. Shiloh now up 20-14, so they are battling, setting up a big game next week with P Ridge. And now here's King. King is going to be sacked.
You know, we went to a 3-man front, looked a little different that time, and on the sack, number 41, Weston Smith.
Weston Smith gets a sack. Happy for Weston on that one. Boy, that backs him up. We're under 2:25 to go in the ball game. Again, we remind you, our Everett Chevrolet player of the game, Sam Dodd, passed for 2 touchdowns, ran for 1, over 118 yards passing. 2nd down and 16 to go. And there
it's going to be a sweep this side. Right there, fighting off 2 blockers. Well, Simpson.
Yeah, Graham's run the ball really hard tonight.
Waldrop and Austin. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not Austin. That's 84.
84 for the Tigers. That is Chase Jones.
He was also in on that.
So it's 3rd down and 9. We're down to 1:41 to go in the game. And the clock keeps running here with the mercy rule in effect. Prairie Grove up 55-8. Next week will be senior night back home. We'll be hosting the Lincoln Wolves. Don't have an update on them. They were winning, securing that 5th seed. And now here is from the I formation, King under center. He bobbles the ball. And
he doesn't even go for it. He was done. He just stand there and watched it.
I'm not sure who got it. I guess they Prairie Grove's got it. So that's going to do it with 1:06 to go in the game. Prairie Grove will preserve that no score in the 4th quarter.
There you go. We like that stat.
That'll be 9 games into the season, no points in the 4th quarter. Oh, and now an update. Gravett. So that 21-20 now, Gravett leading Shiloh. A win for Gravett secures the 2nd seed for them. So now John David Elder, he's going to come up under center, probably take a knee. Well, they might run. They're in a double wing set here.
Yeah, they're actually playing with 10 right now.
Yeah, he's going to take a knee, and that's going to do it. So
we'll play you with 10. No, I'm kidding.
No. That'll do it. That's going to do it for tonight's game as the rain continues to come down. Again, we wish Matthew Galden, who's been watching and helping us out a little bit tonight.
We might have to bring him up in the booth.
Yeah, we may bring you up.
Get your collarbone kind of reattached there and maybe come see us in the booth.
Again, the final score, Prairie Grove 55, Berryville 8. Some quick stats, Prairie Grove tonight, 356 yards total offense, Berryville 128, passing yards 126 for Prairie Grove, rushing 230, rushing yards for Berryville 128, but no pass receptions. Turnovers, Berryville lost 2. Penalties, 11 penalties, 100 yards. Ouch. They almost had as many yards and penalties as they did total yards tonight.
Killer.
Sam Dodd, 118 yards passing, 2. Zeke had 1 pass completion as well. Blake Falk, 977. I went through a lot of that for halftime. Anthony Johnson ended up with 42 yards. Tyler Davidson, and he had a touchdown as well as Tyler Davidson. Dylan Sainer also with a reception for a touchdown. Well, that's going to do it. Ryan, any final thoughts as Prairie Grove wins their 3rd conference title in 4 years? And, what a nice little run here. And, like I said, we can win it outright with a victory over Lincoln next week.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see. Come in here, take care of business. We did what we were expected to do. We worked on some things. Locked up a share of the conference title next week. Hopefully we take the whole thing. And good job, Sam Dodd, and Everett Chevrolet player of the game.
Again, we want to thank our East Lab students, Ben Lowe, Sean Oakes, Alex Nacho Henry, packing a couple of them down tonight, and our main man, Mr. Miles Eubanks, overseeing everything here. For Ryan Cook, I'm Lynn Gregson. Prairie Grove 55-8. Thank you and have a great night. Go Tigers.